Rebound taken away by Lincoln. Throws it out and taken away from them now quickly down to Lincoln. He goes after the jam. It's time to line them up, tip it off, and get it on. It's basketball action. Monday's going to drive down, get to Miller. Miller for three. Yes, that's the buzzer. Congratulations on this season opening win, and looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday night. 3.8 seconds to go. 56. Don't go anywhere, folks. And he'll shoot up Bush at the buzzer. It's good. Clark Rays win. I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game.
And welcome to York Institute as we're set for basketball action, night 2 of a twin bill. And we're getting ready for what should be a good one between York and Cookeville. As last night, of course, we had York and Stone Memorial, and that was a good ball game. And we're expecting a good one here tonight. Welcome to York Institute, and welcome to the Progressive pregame show as we get set for basketball action right here on Great American Country WDEB. York and Cookeville, it's a battle of 4-1 versus 2-1. So one of the teams is going to take their second loss here tonight. Cookeville comes in with a big squad, while York comes in with a team that may be just a little bit tired. We'll see how well they bounce back from playing just last night. Coming up in the pregame show tonight, we'll take a look at these two teams. There's been a few games played, not a whole lot, but we'll take a look at those. We'll also take a look at one team they've got in common. We'll take a look at some teams that are in action tonight. We'll also take a look at one that's going to be in action on Saturday night. And we will advise you that Saturday night's not homecoming Pig again. We'll tell you about that as well here in a little while. Also coming up tomorrow, or actually they can look back at yesterday. We'll take a look at the present, the future, and who knows what else we'll have. All that's coming up right here on the Progressive pregame show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Right back here on the Progressive pregame show. We're getting set for basketball action tonight. It is York and Cookeville. The Cavaliers and Lady Cavaliers coming in to the field. Dragons and Lady Dragons. This one should be a good one. Since 2007, the Dragons are 1-7 against Cookeville, as their only win was back in 2007. They've actually lost 7 games in a row to the Lady Cavaliers of Cookeville. So this one's going to be one of those games the Lady Dragons looking for some redemption and try to pick up a win, a non-district win, before they head into district action. We'll talk about that in a few minutes as well. That's coming up on Friday. They'll open district play. But right now, let's take a look at these two teams as York comes in 2-1. Cookeville comes in 4-1. Cookeville has beaten Lebanon. They've beaten Cumberland County. They've beaten McMinn County and Franklin County. They lost to Riverdale. So they are 4-1 on the season. And, of course, the one team they have in common, that is the Cumberland County Lady Jets. And York won against the Lady Jets 65-40, while the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers won 72-33. So both teams pretty well manhandled Cumberland County, and that's one thing that they both have in common. They both won in that one. So pretty much as far as that, you can't really tell a whole lot, because it's pretty much a toss-up between what the two teams did against a Cumberland County team that's young and having a lot of trouble early. The 0-4 Lady Jets, and the Lady Jets, of course, hosting Clark Rains tonight. Now, speaking of that game, we got a lot of games going on tonight. We'll take a look at that when we come back right here on the Progressive pregame show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Back here on the pregame show as you take a look at games tonight. Now, of course, we mentioned Clark Range is at Cumberland County. Clark Range going into that one 3-1, while Cumberland County is 0-4. Cumberland County girls struggling a bit this year. Coach Rodica Dishman, of course, lost Gracie Dishman. And, folks, that is a big loss when you lose a Gracie Dishman. And they are playing with a young squad this year. So you got to think the Lady Buffaloes are pretty heavy favorites in that one as they take on Cumberland County tonight. Now, Monterey, they are in region action tonight. They are taking on Van Buren County down at Van Buren County. Should be some good boys game in that one. Van Buren County girls and Monterey girls, Van Buren should be a little bit favored in that one. Macon County's on the road at Clay County, and you have to think the Lady Tigers of Macon County are going to be having a field day down at Clay County because that is a team that struggled a bit. Clay County has, and Macon County, they're as good as advertised. We saw them beat Clark Range earlier this season, and they are as good as advertised. Eagleville, meanwhile, is at Gordonsville tonight. Franklin's at Stone Memorial, and they'll see if Stone's boys can bounce back on that one, and the girls can see if they can keep on a roll. They are 5-0 on the season. You got Smith County hosting Red Boiling Springs. That should be an outstanding boys matchup as Red Boiling Springs have one of the best players in the state and the big Marsh kid. And Smith County, they are trying to pick up a big non-district win there. Trousdale County's on the road at Watertown tonight. Now, Watertown, one of those teams that has just been a little bit iffy early, and Trousdale County, they're just getting out of football, so that should be a good matchup. As a matter of fact, that was a big matchup in the the quarterfinals of the state football tournament. Sunbright's on the road to Oneida. You got to think Oneida girls are a little bit favored in that, Oneida boys as well. Midway travels to Oakdale tonight, and Harriman is at Warburg. Now, coming up on Saturday, the next action for the Pekin County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats, who have been on a roll lately, they'll host Whitwell on Saturday. That starts at 4 o'clock. So, know that it is at 4 p.m. Now, originally that was scheduled to be homecoming. They have moved homecoming, and I forgot when Dale told me homecoming's going to be. Let me see if I can find that on my messages that Dale sent me earlier today. Dale Bolden, our broadcaster for the Pekin County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. It's been moved to January the 24th. So this Saturday will not be homecoming at Pekin County High School, but they will start at 4 o'clock taking on a very good bunch of out of Whitwell. Now, there was some big games played last night, including ours here at York Institute, and we'll take a look at those when we come back right here on the Progressive Pregame Show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Back here where York and Cookeville getting ready to get underway here in just a few minutes as we get set for basketball action right here on Great American Country, WDEB. Now, don't forget, Friday night we'll be out at Clark Range for the Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes. They're going to be taking on Clay County. That will open up district action, while York, meanwhile, will be at DeKalb County on Friday night as they will open up their district season. Well, district season is getting ready to kick off in high school basketball. Last night, of course, in girls action, it was Stone over York 69-50. Watertown dumped Jackson County 43-31. Upperman all over Warren County 56-18. Explain to me how you only score 18 points in a high school basketball game. I don't understand that one. White County, meanwhile, dumped Siegel 78-36, and Macon County all over Smith County 67-30. So that's a look at how the games went down last night. And, of course, York, York gave the Stone Memorial Panthers a pretty good game up until late in the game, but then it was Stone Memorial pulling away and winning by 19 in that one. So York a tough loss last night against the girls from Stone Memorial. Thank you for joining us for the Progressive pregame show. I want to thank our sponsors for our live broadcast. They are Clark Range Drug Center, Fitness County Executive Jimmy Johnson, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Hall's Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors, First Volunteer Bank, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Fitness Farmers Co-op, Mid-Thrift Pharmacy, Condition Heating and Cooling, Twin Lakes, Pizza Hut of Jamestown, Southeast Drywall and Construction, and our halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Our player of the game brought to you by Hall Sports and Outdoors. And, of course, our pre- and post-game shows, as we said, brought to you by those good folks out at Progressive Savings Bank. All the guys and gals out there, we appreciate them very, very much. We're going to take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back for some opening ceremonies, and we'll take a look at starting lineups. But first, this break.
Confidence, the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clark Range Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clark Range Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clark Range Drug Center, always earning your confidence.
Crisp air, cool breeze, fall leaves, all the things autumn brings. It also brings Carrier's Fall Cool Cash Rebate Promotion. Now until December 15th, take advantage of discounts on select energy-efficient heating and air conditioning units. With financing options to fit any budget, you'll be ready to jump into fall and tackle any weather that comes your way. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling for your free estimate today.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Twin Lakes is thankful this holiday season for all of our customers and our great communities. May the spirit of the holidays bring you and your family hope, peace, and happiness all season long. Twin Lakes offices will be closed on December 24th and 25th. To learn more about what Twin Lakes can do for you, your family, or your business, visit us online at www.twinlakes.net. From our Twin Lakes family to yours, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
This is Jeannie Hall, inviting you to come check out our all-new Hall Sports and Outdoor store, now open in downtown Jamestown. At Hall Sports and Outdoors, we are your regional destination for everything you need for the woods and on the field. We have game day gear featuring your favorite local and regional teams, camping and hunting gear, and gifting ideas with popular brands like Costa, Timberland, Volunteer Traditions, and more. Hall Sports and Outdoors is located on the corner of South Main Street and Livingston Avenue, across from the courthouse. Stop by and see what everyone is cheering about at Hall Sports and Outdoors.
Back here at York Institute, we're set for opening ceremonies here in just a moment. Let's take a look at starting lineups. First of all, for the 2-1 Lady Dragons, they will start Haley Johnson, the junior, Millie Hull, the junior, Michaela Reagan, the junior, the J team, also followed by Gabby Beatty and Sage Smith, a freshman and a sophomore, starting for the Lady Dragons. For Cookeville and Coach Jamie Gillis, they will start Chloe Maynard, Liv Shipley, Kay Dunaway, and KK Graves, along with Cassie Shope your starting five for the visitors from Cookeville, who come into this one 4-1 on the season. So one team is going to pick up their second loss of the year here tonight as we get set for basketball action between York and Cookeville High School. Cookeville, of course, a AAA school. York, a AA school. Back-to-back AAAs for York before they break into district action this Friday night down at DeKalb County. And York would love to pick up a win here and get a little momentum back heading into district action as DeKalb County a little bit injured. They are a little bit down as far as a couple of injuries. Well, we're going to get set for the starting lineups and stuff in just a moment. Right now we got our pregame ceremonies. Since we can't pick that up, we'll take a quick timeout, and then we'll be right back on that for live action from York Institute. York and Cookeville coming up in basketball action in just one moment.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction.
Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
Ball action. We should have our starting lineups here in just a moment. And our national anthem done by the noteworthy group. York Institute, an outstanding job as always by those guys. First up for the ladies from Cookeville High School, they'll start with number 5, Kate Dunaway. Number 4, Liv Shipman. Number 55 is Cassie Shope. Number 2 is Chloe Maynard. And your final starter is number 30, KK Graves. And now the house lights go down and the spotlight comes up. It's time to meet York Lady Dragons. Lady Dragons coming in here 2-1 on the season. As they will start the same 5 they started last night and started the first 2 games, I should say, as well. And we get set for those starting lineups to be called out now as we're waiting on our public address announcer, William Bilbrey, who we had Telly's daughter made her cry earlier. So let's meet the Lady Dragons. And starting first for the Lady Dragons, number 32, freshman Gabby Beatty. Gabby's got to have a big game tonight. She's got to dominate the boards in there, and I did a great job last night. Number 5, Sage Smith. And the junior, number 21, Millie Hull. Also got to do a good job inside tonight on the much bigger team from Cookeville High School. Number 20 is the Rock, Michaela Reagan. She's got to have a big game tonight. And then you've got the final starter. It is the Comet, Haley Johnson. Haley had an outstanding game last night in a losing effort and has really paced the Lady Dragons. As they go, she goes. The Lady Dragons under the direction of Coach Michael Green. The ladies from Cookeville under the direction of Coach Jamie Gillis. Time to line them up, tip it off, and get it on. It's girls basketball action here at York Institute. York and Cookeville. It will be to jump it up. Michaela Reagan going to jump up against KK Graves. And now Cookeville not quite, their starting line not quite as big as the Stone girls last night. Stone had some big old girls. And last night they come away with the element dip, but tonight York's got it. Johnson with the basketball. Haley to the left side. Haley looking inside. Now come around the pick. Backs it up. Backs up. Now kicks it over to Smith. Sage Smith with the basketball. Smith going down inside to Beatty. Gabby going to take it up strong and score. Good job by the freshman Gabby Beatty, and York's on the scoreboard. Back the other way, Cumberland County, or I should say Cookeville with the basketball. He'll send it over. Maynard going to send it over now to Shipman. Shipman off to number 5. She'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound Millie Hull. That was done away with a shot, and Hull cleans the boards. Here come the Lady Dragons. In front court, Johnson. Haley with the basketball. 7 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Just 1 minute in, and York with a 2-0 lead. Now Johnson will step back 3. No good. Rebound taken away by Shope. How quickly they'll get it up to Shipman. Shipman going to fire the 3 way off the mark. And the long rebound run down by Shope. Shope off with the basketball over to Dunaway. Dunaway gives it to Graves. Graves now over this time to Shipman. Shipman with the basketball. Shipman back over to Graves. Graves comes around the pick. Graves will fire the 3. Good. KK Graves gives Cookeville the lead, 3-2. York will work the basketball in. York trying to break a 7-game losing streak to Cookeville. As they'll work it over this time to Smith. Smith on the right side, drives baseline, cut off, kicks it back up front now to Johnson. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson way out front. Johnson working. Comes around the pick of Beatty. Tries to get back into Beatty. Knocked up, stolen by Graves. Graves with a steal. Kicks it on over to Shipman. Shipman can't handle it, but it's picked up there by Dunaway. Now down the corner to Graves. Graves with the basketball. Graves looking to make a move. We're going to have a reaching foul. Ooh, that was a touch foul on Beatty. Gabby going to pick up her first of the ball game. First foul, and it will be Cavalier basketball. Lady Cavs will work it in on the baseline. Triggering it in will be Shipman. Shipman looking for somebody. Works it into Slope. Slope back up now to Maynard. Maynard over this time to Shipman. Shipman for a downtown 3 ball. That one won't go. Rebound to Haley Johnson. Johnson going to push him. Haley into front court. Haley to the top of the key. Now looking to make a move. Drives, puts up the runner. Good. Haley Johnson gives York back a 1-point advantage. And we got 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Front court will come Maynard. Maynard gives it off to Graves. Graves another three. No good. Rebound Sage Smith. Sage with the basketball. Sage going to bring it on the run. Sage in the front court down the right side. Wing pulls up. Looks for Smith, double teamed, and now is trying to get out, and she's going to bounce it off one of the Lady Cavs out of bounds. Good trap there by the Lady Cavs as they almost got the turnover, but a good play by Smith just to bounce it off one of their legs out of bounds. So Johnson will trigger it in. Johnson going to work it into Beatty. Gabby with the basketball against Graves. Gabby going to drive, blocked by Graves and out of bounds. And well, they say it's out of bounds off of Beatty, so it bounced off of Beatty and out of bounds. And Cookeville gets the basketball right back. Working it in the front court will be number 2, Maynard. Maynard with the basketball. Maynard gives it off this time to Graves underneath, and Graves going to lay it up and in. And it's obvious KK Graves is the big gun for the ladies from Cookeville. With it now is Johnson. Johnson, top of the key, goes left side to the elbow to Beatty. Beatty with the basketball. Steps out, gives it up to Reagan out top of the key. Reagan to the left side. Michaela with the basketball, looking inside. Cat tries to get inside, knocked away, and almost stolen. Now they'll take time, throw it away. It'll be picked off by Slope. Gives it out quickly now to Graves. Graves, good pass underneath, no looker, and she gets it back out to Slope. Slope going to fire a long three. That one's no good. Rebound on the floor, and Millie Hull going to go for it, and we're going to have a timeout call by York. Timeout by York, 4:15 to go in the first. It's a 1 point. Cookeville lead.
Rayella and Joey Vaughn, along with the Metathrift Pharmacy staff, would like to invite you to their Christmas open house Friday, December 6th, 8 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 7th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll be serving refreshments, and you can enjoy 30% off all gift items with free gift wrapping. They'll have door prices both days, and their grand prize, a $200 Metathrift gift card, will be given away on Saturday. Don't miss Christmas open house at Metathrift Pharmacy, 346 West Central Avenue, Jamestown.
Well, we got back and forth scoring on this one. Cookeville just missed the shot, and a good job by Millie Hull to get to the floor and get it and call timeout. Good job by the Lady Dragons to keep the basketball. They'll work it into Johnson. Johnson with the ball. York trailing by 1. Half-court trap now by the Lady Cavaliers. They'll work it over to Beatty. Beatty going to fire the jumper. No good. Rebound pulled by Reagan. Back up and good. The Rock with her first 2, and Michaela gives York back the lead. That'll bring Lefeview off the bench. She'll come in. Maynard now looking to drive, almost had her pocket pick, kicks it out in the corner. And in the ball game now for Cookeville is Emma Webb. Webb in the ball game, didn't see her come in. She checked in during the break. With the ball out front is number 12. She'll drive, put it up, no good, way off the mark. Rebound taken away by Reagan. Reagan almost had it stolen, but Beatty comes up with it. Number 12 checked in the game as well. That was Gillis. Gillis with the checked in. Now Reagan tries to dump it over, knocked away, stolen, and she steps out of bounds. Good hustle by Maynard to get back and almost come up with a steal. Blevins and Lefeview will check in now, and Hull and Reagan will come out. York on top 6-5, 3:21 left to go here in quarter number 1. It will be worked in to Beatty. Gabby left side. Gives it back over to the right side now. A quick skip pass to Johnson. Johnson going to drive runner. No good. Rebound Graves. KK Graves with the rebound. Kicks it on up to Maynard. Maynard in the front court. Maynard with the basketball. Maynard stops. Or make that actually, that was number 12. That was Gillis. She fired up a long 3. Come up off and rebound by York. York with the ball. Out front is Johnson. Johnson working out front. Johnson with the basketball. Gives it in to Lefeview. Lefeview back to Johnson. She'll take the 3. That one's off, and that one's going to go out of bounds as Johnson missed that one. Coming in now for Cookeville will be number 4 back in the ball game. Shipman back in. Number 3's in the ball game. Bailey Gillis. So we got a pair of Gillises in there. I think they're twins, I believe they told me. And let's see who else is in the game for Cookeville. They brought into the game number 11 as well. That is Love. Love in the ball game. As Lauren Choate and Lily Canancer get ready to come in, driving now, and being fouled is number 11, and that's going to go against. That's going to go against Blevins. Isabella picks up her first. Izzy B with the foul. And scoring the basket was number 11, Love. Love's going to get the and one, go for the natural three. York brings out Beatty and Blevins. The free throw, no good. Rebound, Lefeview. Lefeview clears the board, and Cookeville has a 1-point lead. Half-court trap now as Johnson works it up. Kicks it over to Canancer. Canancer with the ball. Canancer going to long ball it over to Sage Smith. Stolen. Picked off there by number 1, Webb. Webb kicks it off down low. Now back up front. They'll send it over to number 3. And down in the corner they'll go to Shipman. Shipman. They give it back up front. Now Shipman with the basketball. Cookeville gives it over to number 12. That is Gillis. Number 11 now with the basketball. That's Love. Love looking for Shipman. Gives it out to Shipman. Shipman going to drive, leave it for number 3. She'll fire the 3. No good. In and out rebound Choate. Lauren with the board. And here come the Lady Dragons. Good job by the freshman. Half-court trapping, long pass down to Choate. Choate with the ball. Gives it over to Johnson. Johnson with it now. Down to Choate. Choate looking for somebody. Now we'll bring it back out. Has her pass picked off, taken away by Shipman. Shipman out to number 1, who will drive in, puts up no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be out of bounds off of Cookeville. And that time, Webb had the layup but blew it. And York will come back the other way with it. 1:16 to go in the first quarter, a 7-6 ball game. Neither team wearing the net out tonight. As that half-court trap, almost another turnover. Smith with the basketball, gives it out to Lefeview. Lefeview down low to Choate. Choate up and good. Lauren with another basket. Lauren had a good night last night and now gives York a 1-point lead. Back the other way now will come number 11. That is Love with the basketball. Sends it out front to Gillis. And I don't know if Gillis and the two Gillises are twins. They look an awful lot different. If they are, they're not identical, to say the least. As with the basketball out front is number 12, Gillis. She just dribbling the timeout as Cookeville may go for the last shot. Now Gillis works it in, gives it out to Shipman. Shipman will back it out. We're down to 25 seconds. York not coming out and getting them, so they're just going to stand out there and dribble. With the ball is Love. Love with the ball. They'll set it up down to 15 seconds. Now they'll send it over this time to number 1, Webb. Webb off to Shipman. Shipman back over now to Love. Love with the ball. Out front, now firing up a long 3, and good is number 3. That is Bailey Gillis with the 3 ball, and we go to the end of 1. Cookeville on top, 10-8.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No!
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Well, here we go, quarter number 2. It'll be Cookeville basketball to start this second quarter as they they lead by 2, I should say. They're up 10-8 at this point. Neither team going to have to restring the net after this first quarter because they ain't blistered it much. I'm putting up a total of 18 points between the two. With the basketball will be Love. Love with the ball. Love in the front court. Love gives it off to Graves. Graves with the ball. Graves just dribbling around. Graves with it. And she'll send it over this time to Shipman. Shipman off to number 5. She'll drive, have it stripped by, good job by Dancer, but it's taken back away, and up will go number 11, up and going. That'll roll and drop for Love. Love's got 4 in the ball game. Back the other way, Lefty with the ball over to Smith. Now back up to Johnson. Johnson off Lefty. Lefty going to make a pretty move. She'll put it up, and she's going to be fouled. Good drive by the freshman, and we'll see who they call it on. I believe they're going to call it against Slope. Double Nichols, 55, Slope with her first of the night. Shope, I've been calling her Slope. It's Shope. Free throw is up and good by Lefty. Ellie knocks her first one down. She can cut this back to a 2-point ball game with this one. No good, though. Rebound taken away, though, by Canancer, and we got a foul on somebody. And who they going to whistle that one on? 0-0. That's Lauren Shope getting the foul. Didn't see that one. But either way, it's going to be Cookeville basketball leading by 3. 12-9 your score. Front court will come Love. Love sends it over to Shipman. Shipman over now to Shope. Shope with the basketball. Gives it off to Love. Love's going to drive, and she's going to be fouled by Lily Canancer. She got the step on Lily and got the baseline, and Lily's going to pick up the foul. And that'll send Love to the line. So Alyssa Love's going to have a pair of them here. She's 0 for on the night. She's 0 for 1 in the first one. 7:04 to go here in the second quarter, and Love short of that one. She short-armed that one, hit the front of the rim, no good. She can still make this a lead of 4 with this one. Second one, good. Good adjustment as she knocks down the second one, and Alyssa Love's got 5 points in the game. With it now comes Johnson. They'll double-team Johnson backward. They'll give it up to Lefew. Lefew off to Smith. Smith down low to Shope. Shope back out to Sage. Sage looking to make a move. Sage drives in, cut off. Great pass to Canancer. Up, no good. Canancer couldn't get the shot to drop. Great pass, though, from Smith to Canancer. Reagan going to check back in, driving up and kicking it underneath. They'll go to Graves. Graves out to Shipman for a 3. No good. Rebound pulled by Johnson. Johnson going to bring it on the run, and Johnson gets in the front court. Johnson drives down, puts up the little jump hook. Count it, she's fouled. Great job by the Comet as she gets her 4th point of the night, and we'll go to the line for the end one. And Graves will pick up her first personal. Beatty and Reagan going to come back in. As Lefty will come out, Canancer will come out. Graves going to come out. Coach Gillis telling her to go straight up, not to jump at it, and she picks up the personal. And Haley now can cut this to a 1-point ball game with this free throw. The Comet drills it. Haley's Comet now with the lead cut down to 1. She's got on the night a nickel on the night. With it now comes Love. Love gives it off this time to Dunaway. Dunaway looking to get away. Tries to kick it over, knocked away by Reagan. It's down on the floor, and it's going to be over and back as a good call. As Love actually tipped that one over across the line. Reagan made a stab at it, knocked the ball loose, then Love batted it across the mid-court stripe, so it's over and back. With the ball now, Johnson. Johnson will cross the timeline. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson around the pick, drives to the right side, all the way up with a jumper, no good. Rebound, Shope. Shope took it to the floor, though, and now has it stripped away and a timeout called by Cookeville. Shope has got to not take that ball to the floor, not in that traffic. She took it to the floor and tied it up. Timeout called by Cookeville, so we'll take one with them. We'll be back after this.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, your local hometown store, proudly supporting our hometown Buffaloes and Dragons. Co-op wishes you a winning season, one game at a time. Co-op, your first choice for farm, home, lawn and garden, and a gift shop for giving and decorating needs. Co-op, serving this area for 70 years with quality products. That's your Co-op, located just 2 miles south of Jamestown.
Triple nickels here on the scoreboard as we got 5:55 to play here in the first half, and it is a 1-point Cookeville lead, and they have the basketball. And I think had one new player come back in. That is Maynard back in the ball game as Shope goes out. It will be with the basketball out front is Maynard. Maynard going to send it over to Maynard. And Maynard now firing it up will be number 3. That was Gillis, and it comes short. Now back the other. Reagan drives, and she's going to be fouled by Gillis. Bailey Gillis going to pick up her first person. That'll send the Rock to the line. Michaela's first free throws of the night. She can give York back a 1-point advantage. Gillis picks up the personal. Free throw by Reagan. No good. She can tie it with this one. York has had their struggles from the charity stripe as Dunaway goes out. Now back in the game comes Webb. Second one by Reagan. Good. We're tied now at 13 apiece. 5.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime. Cookeville with the ball, and I'll tie it up at 13 apiece. With the basketball out front is number 12, Gillis. Gillis kicks it over this time to Love. Love's going to drive the baseline, sends it back out front to Webb. Webb off to Gillis. Now to Gillis. You got 2 Gillises out there. You've got number 3, Bailey Gillis. Number 12, Jordan Gillis. Jordan Gillis with the ball right now. Setting up the offense. Goes over to Dunaway. Or makes that to Maynard. Maynard going to drive the baseline. Sends it out to Gillis. Gillis back up front now to Webb. Webb over to Love. Love's going to drop it off to Gillis. Gillis going to drive the baseline. Kicks it across. With the ball is number 1. She'll drive down, take it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, kicks it out, and with the basketball is Gillis. She'll fire the 3. No good. Rebound on the floor, knocked away by Reagan. But coming up with it was Bailey Gillis. Bailey Gillis with it. Out now to Jordan Gillis. Jordan Gillis with the basketball. Jordan to the right side, gives it off to Bailey Gillis. Comes around the pick of Love. Now throws it over, knocked away by Reagan. Reagan's got the steal. The Rock stops, gives it up, holds it up for Johnson. Johnson back it out, give it over to Beatty. Beatty in the lane, kicks it back out now to Show. Lauren with the ball leaves it for Johnson, and York will set up and try to take the lead as we go under 4 minutes. With the ball now, Johnson. Johnson looking to make a move as Haley going to drive, puts it up. No good, but she's going to be fouled, and that will go against number 12, Jordan Gillis. As Jordan Gillis will send Haley Johnson to the line. She is 1 of 1 on the night. We'll have a pair of them here to try to give her squad back the lead. York able to take the lead with this one, and does, as Johnson makes it a 14-13 ball game. Lefeview will come in for Smith. Sage will sit down. And York now with a little bit bigger lineup as they've got the 3 freshmen in, Choate, Lefeview, and Beatty. Second one, nothing but the bottom of the cup for Johnson. And Johnson now with 7 on the night, and York with a 2-point lead. Very close ball game. Biggest lead's been 4 points in this first half. Driving now is Gillis. And Gillis has her shot blocked. And Gillis wanted to foul but didn't get it as Gabby Beatty, they said, good defense. So back the other way will come York. York with the basketball. Johnson looking for a 3. Now Johnson will drive down, kick it into Reagan. Reagan, the little fall away, good. The Rock with 2 more. She's got a nickel on the night. And York up by 4, matches the biggest lead that Cookeville had earlier. With the ball now out front is Jordan Gillis. Jordan Gillis looking to give it over to Bailey Gillis. Bailey Gillis looking to drive. Drops it off to Maynard. Off now to Bailey Gillis for a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound going to be off of number 25. I didn't see her check in a minute ago. That is Gallagher. Gallagher, it's off her and out of bounds. Back will come York the other way as Shipman gets ready to check in. Long pass up to Beatty. Beatty down the corner to Shote for a 3. No good. Rebound pulled by Gallagher. Gallagher with the basketball. Gallagher into front court. Gallagher gives it off this time to Maynard. Maynard back out front to Jordan Gillis. And she'll fire a long three, no good. And that one's going to go out of bounds. And Cookeville taking some pretty long shots out there. Shope back into the ball game. Also back into the ball game, Shipman. And coming back in will be Dunaway. And now back to that half-court trap. Here comes the half-court trap as Shope will come out for York. And Hull checks back in. They'll lob it up to Lefevue. Lefevue over to Reagan. Back up front to Johnson. Johnson with the ball into Lefevue. Lefevue over to Beatty. Beatty wide open for three. No good. Little long. Saved in. Great play by Reagan into Lefevue. And Lefevue going to be called for the travel. They say Lefevue took the step, turns it over, and back comes Cookeville the other way, trailing by 4. 2:06 left to go here in the first half. And to say it, neither team blistering the nets, folks. They won't have to change the nets at halftime, that's for sure. As we're down to 2 minutes, and it's a 17-13 ball game. With the ball out front is Shipman. Shipman going to drive in, kick it out to Shope. Shope off to Gallagher, and Gallagher travel with it. Gallagher slid her pivot foot to square up to shoot. Turns it right back over, so Gallagher gives it back to the Lady Dragons. And with a $1:48, York will have the basketball. It'll be Johnson trying to work it up against the pressure. Does. Drives down, gives it off to Beatty. Beatty cross court's a little high, but Reagan comes up with it. Try to get to Lefevue, but Reagan makes the catch. Now a long, dangerous pass over to Johnson from Reagan. And now they're going to turn it over. Shipman with the steal. Johnson had turned over and now gets it over to number 1. And we're going to have a foul on Gabby Beatty. Is Beatty going to be called for the hand check? So Gabby will have her second of the ball game. And it was before the shot, as going on making the shot was Webb. Blevins will come in. Beatty will come out as Beatty's got 2. They don't want her to get any more here in this first half. Shipman trying to work it in, gets it in to Love, and Love's going to be fouled, and that one may be against Reagan. They're going to call that against Michaela. It will be, and Michaela Reagan picking up her first of the ball game. The Rock has 1. That's 16 fouls for York. Next one puts the bonus in for the Lady Cavaliers. And they almost got it right there as Reagan, good defense, goes to the floor and ties it up. We got a jump ball, and it will go to York on the alternating possession. York will get it back. Good defense by Reagan. She caused number 4 Shipman to go out of bounds, and Shipman couldn't touch it after that. Then she got back inbounds. Reagan just fell on and covered it up. With the ball now, Johnson. Long pass up to Lefevue. Lefevue with the basketball. Lefevue to the left side. Stops and pops. No good. Rebound. Good job by Izzy B. Blevins with the rebound. But Shope then takes it away. Steals it. Out to Webb. Webb's got a 2-on-1. Webb over to Dunaway. Can't hang on to it. And Lefevue with the steal. And now we're going to have a foul on number 1, Webb. Good day by the Lady Dragons. Dunaway just mishandled the ball. Tried to force it back over and picked off by Lefevue. Sage Smith will come in. Sage will come in. Millie will come out. Hull will sit down. York with a 4-point lead and just under a minute to play here in the first half. With the ball, Johnson. Johnson trying to get in the front court. Gives it up to Lefevue. Lefevue over to Smith. Smith with the ball. Smith back over to Lefevue. Knocked away. Stolen. A steal there by number 5, Dunaway. Dunaway coast to coast. Up no good. Rebound Johnson. Johnson going to bring it on the run. Johnson got a 2-on-1 with Reagan. Drives, stops, and gets fouled. That's going to go against Shipman. Shipman went up against her. Picks up the personal, and that sends Haley back to the charity stripe. Haley will have another pair of them. Schultz coming back in. Also coming back in will be Canancer. Free throw by Johnson is good. York now with a 5-point lead. I think that's the biggest lead of the ball game. If she hits this one, I know 6 will be the biggest lead of the night. As she'll have one more. Second one, good. York by 6, 27 seconds left to go before the half. We're getting close to halftime of this one. With it out front is number 11, Love. Love with the basketball. Love way out front. Love just dribbling around. Love looking for Webb, gives it to Webb. Now Webb looking to make a move. Webb into the lane. Webb's going to be fouled, and she's going to get the basket. Good drive by Love. I'm not sure why Love wasn't starting. She looks like a outstanding player. I got Webb. I thought that was Love, but that was number 1 Webb making that tough move. I apologize to Webb. Webb's going to go to the line for the and one and can cut this down to a 3-point ball game and does. Drills it. It's now 3.7 seconds. Sage with the ball. Sage going to launch it from the back court. No good off the rim. Halftime of this one, and at the half, the Lady Dragons lead it 19-16. We'll be back in a moment to take a look at the first half. Don't go anywhere.
Medicare Part D open enrollment starts October 15th and runs through December 7th. Hall Family Pharmacy would like to remind you that everyone should get their plans reviewed this year, and using an independent pharmacy like Hall Family Pharmacy can help you get a cheaper plan, so you will be saving money and shopping local. With Hall Family Pharmacy, you can lower your copays, speak directly to a pharmacist, and choose the best coverage for you. Make an appointment today, or walk-ins are welcome Monday through Saturday. Call Hall Family Pharmacy for more details at 879-9997.
And don't forget Hall's new winter hours, Monday through Friday, 8 till 7, Saturday, 8 till 4.
Crisp air, cool breeze, fall leaves. All the things autumn brings. It also brings Carrier's Fall Cool Cash Rebate Promotion. Now until December 15th. Take advantage of discounts on select energy-efficient heating and air conditioning units. With financing options to fit any budget, you'll be ready to jump into fall and tackle any weather that comes your way. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling for your free estimate today.
Condition heating and cooling.
Back here at York Institute, we're at halftime of this one, and at the half, it is 19-16 as York leads Cookeville. The Pine Haven Jump Team getting ready to perform, so we'll film that while we take a break, and we've time for our Old Ben Franklin halftime stats. We'll take a look at those right after this.
Hello, folks. This is Bruce Babb, GM Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And as this holiday season is rapidly approaching, we have got some unbelievable deals on new Ford cars and trucks. We got 5 new Ford Fiesta SEs, was $17,350, now $12,892. We've got new Ford Ranger crew cab trucks, XLTs, 4-wheel drive, was $39,400. You can buy it now for $31,300. New Ford F-150s, over $13,000 off MSRP. We have finance rates as low as 0%, and we have financing for everyone. We say yes when others say no. Our customer satisfaction rating is in the top 2% of our dealer group. Come in and let us show you why. We have a great selection of pre-owned cars with over 12 cars and trucks under $10,000. If we don't have what you're looking for, we'll find it for you. So come and see us or call us at 1-877-NEW-FORD or visit us online at www.obenfranklinford.com. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
Back here at halftime while the Pine Haven Jump Rope team performs, we'll take a look at our halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. For York, they got 9 points from Haley Johnson, no fouls. Millie Hull has no fouls, no points. Michaela Reagan, 1 foul, 5 points. Gabby Beatty had 2 points, 2 fouls. Isabella Blevins had 1 foul, no points. Freshman Ellie Lefew had 1 point, no fouls. Lily Canasser, 1 foul, no points. Lauren showed 2 points and 1 foul. For Cookeville, they are being paced by KK Graves with 5 points and 1 foul, and Alyssa Love with 5 points and no fouls. They got 3 points for Emma Webb and 1 foul. 1 foul and 3 points for Bailey Gillis, and 1 foul and no points for Jordan Gillis. So neither team really burning up the net. It was 10-8 at the end of one as York had trailed at the end of one, 10-8, but York outscoring Cookeville by 11-6 in that second quarter and leading here at halftime by a score of 19-16. Those are our halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Folks, don't forget, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
Hello, folks. This is Bruce Babb, GM Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And as this holiday season is rapidly approaching, we have got some unbelievable deals on new Ford cars and trucks. We got 5 new Ford Fiesta SEs, was $17,350, now $12,892. We've got new Ford Ranger crew cab trucks, XLTs, 4-wheel drive, was $39,400. You can buy it now for $31,300. New Ford F-150s, over $13,000 off MSRP. We have finance rates as low as 0%, and we have financing for everyone. We say yes when others say no. Our customer satisfaction rating is in the top 2% of our dealer group. Come in and let us show you why. We have a great selection of pre-owned cars with over 12 cars and trucks under $10,000. If we don't have what you're looking for, we'll find it for you. So come and see us or call us at 1-877-NEW-FORD or visit us online at www.obenfranklinford.com. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
And right back here at York Institute, we're set for the second half to get underway. It'll be Cookeville basketball to start this second half. They'll come back with Graves. They've also got Maynard. You've got Shipman. You've got Shope. And you've got number 11, Love, in the game. So not the same starting 5 that they started with. Love with the basketball. Sends it over now to Maynard. Maynard with the basketball. Back over to Shipman. Shipman for a 3. No good. Ran down, though, by Dunaway. Dunaway, good hustle, kicks it over to Love. Love back out front now to Graves. Graves for a 3, good. And I'm not sure why Graves went out of the game earlier. She went out of the game, did not come back for the rest of the first half, and she was pretty much all their offense early. We got a tie ball game now. Johnson driving the other way, puts it up, no good. Rebound Love, and Love's going to be fouled by Millie Hall. Hall going to be whistled for the personal, and that'll be her first of the basketball game. Kind of interested on why Graves didn't come back into the game after that, during that first half, after she made a mistake and the coach took her out and then never brought her back in the game. But she comes out and hits a 3 ball, and she has got 8 for them, their leading scorer. With the ball now, Love. Love looking to drive. Love takes the runner, no good. Rebound Reagan. Reagan with the board. She'll lob it out to Johnson, and Johnson will bring it. Johnson with the basketball, front court to the right side. Johnson with the ball. Johnson working it out front. Johnson to the right side. Johnson going to take it back to the left side. Drives in and loses the basketball. Taken away by Maynard. Maynard with the ball. Maynard going to drive coast to coast. She'll put it up over Reagan. No good. Rebound taken away. Dunaway. Good hustle by Reagan. Dunaway, the floater. No good. Rebound is by Dunaway, and we're going to get Reagan, I believe, for a foul. It'll be either Reagan or Hull 1. We'll see who they call it on. That's going to go against Millie. So Millie with back-to-back fouls. And we got timeout called by York. Timeout with 6:38 to go here in the third. It is all tied up at 19 apiece.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435, a proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
19-19, your score, 6:38 left to go here in the third quarter. If you've just tuned into this one, both teams have had leads. Cookeville by as many as 4, and York by as many as 6. They'll work the ball in this time to Graves. Graves with the basketball. Sends it over now to Maynard. Maynard with the ball. Maynard working it out front. Maynard looking to drive now. Sends it off to Love. Love with the basketball. Love drives down, backs it out. Love with the ball. Goes down inside to Shope. Shope up, no good. Rebound taken away. Good hustle by Smith. Sage with the basketball, and here come the Lady Dragons. York with a chance to take back the lead as Gabby Beatty with Gabby going to make the move. Goes up against Shope off the glass, no good. Rebound to Hull. Hull has it stripped, though. Love takes it away, and York real bad to take down, put it down low. You can't do that. Inside. Now Graves a 3. No good. Rebound ran down by Love. Love with the basketball. Love. You guys Shote and Lefevue getting ready to come into the ball game. Out front is Dunaway. Dunaway gives it off to Graves. Graves will drive, lay it up. Missed it. Got her own rebound. Taken away by Reagan. And then they're going to call Reagan going down for the walk. Graves had the wide open lane, just couldn't get to drop. Beatty will come out now. Hull will come out, as in will come Choate and Lefeview. York relying on these three freshmen a whole lot in these first few games. As now with the ball, they'll work it into Shope. Shope with the ball. Out front now to Maynard. Maynard over to Dunaway. Dunaway from downtown, and we got a foul over the back. That was an easy call on Shope as she was boxed out, and she went up trying to swat it out. Picks up her second personal. 19-19 your score. Only 3 points here in this quarter as Cookeville has a 3 ball, and that's it. York is yet to score, and we're down 3 minutes about in the third quarter. Ball goes inside to Lefeview. Lefeview back to Johnson. Johnson for a 3, no good. Rebound taken away by Love, and Love's going to be tied up. Good hustle by Lauren Show. Getting some good minutes out of this freshman. Lauren's come in and give him some good minutes. It will be Smith to put it in play. Smith going to throw it out front to Lefeview. Lefeview for 3, no good. Rebound Love. Love with the basketball, and here comes Cookeville. Love in the front court. Gives it over to Dunaway. Dunaway going to fire up another 3 and finally gets one to draw. Or make that Shipman, I'm sorry. Shipman with a 3 ball. I said Dunaway, but it's Shipman with a 3 ball. Number 4, not number 5. Number 4 dropping it home. As the ball comes in this time to Johnson. Johnson going to bring it up on the run. Johnson quickly in the front court. Drives, pulls up, and we got a push and foul from somebody. I believe that's going to go against Maynard. And it will be Chloe Maynard driving up the floor, or coming up behind the drive, and Johnson called for pushing the back. That'd be a 5-yard penalty if you were in football. And now Johnson looking to bring it in, works it in to Reagan. Reagan going to drive the baseline. Reagan all the way up with a reverse layup. No good. Rebound taken away by Shipman. Shipman with the basketball. Shipman over to Maynard. Maynard back out front to Shope. Shope for a long 3. No good. Long rebound ran down by Love. You got to like the hustle of Love. She's played pretty well. She came in off the bench. They're going inside to Graves. Graves bounces it out to Shipman, and Shipman with the basketball. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the quarter. York yet to score. This third quarter has been a nightmare for the Lady Dragons. Was last night, and so far tonight they've not had much success either. With the ball now is Graves. Graves going to come around top of the key. Graves going underneath the Shope. Knocked away. Good job by Smith. Good hustle by Sage, and here come the Lady Dragons. York with the basketball. Johnson in front court, top of the key. Goes left side to Lefeview out front. Lefeview looking to make a move against Shope. Going to drive down in, and no good. Both got 2 shots, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Shope. And Shope just a little slow to get there. And so Lefeview going to be at the line. Ellie going to have a pair of them. She's 1 of 2 on the night. Ellie with an opportunity to get York finally on the scoreboard here in this quarter. First one, good. Rolls and drops. Got the shooters hot. Shope comes out. Also coming out is number 2, Maynard, as it will be into the game. Number 12, she had the second one no good, and that is Gillis. Gillis with it. Gives it over to Love. Love looking to drive. Love takes it all the way in, and it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Good hands by Sage Smith. Cookeville by 2. It will be Shipman to bring it in. And I was trying to see who else came in a moment ago. It was number 1, Webb, back in the game. And they got to bring the ball in quickly. They get it in to Gillis. Down the corner to Shipman. Shipman looking to drive. Shipman drives through, kicks it out. Driving in will be Webb. Webb a little floater good. Webb just take it right to the rack and drops it home. Webb with 2, and I'm trying to find, I can't find my Webb. There it is. Webb with her 5th point of the night. York with the basketball. Lefeview in the front court over to Johnson. Johnson with basketball back to Lefeview. Lefeview takes it in the lane, puts it up, partially blocked. Lauren Shope comes up, it goes back up, and she is going to be fouled. And that'll go either against, I guess Love's going to pick up the foul on that one. It will be Love. Didn't love that call. Either way, Lauren Shope going to step to the line and Shope a chance to cut into this 4-point lead by Cookeville. First one, back of the iron, no good. York leaving a lot of points again at the free throw line. As Leffew's 2 of 4, and now Lawrence 0 of 1. Second one, no good. Rolls off the rim. Rebound pulled down this time by Shipman, who brings it into front court. Shipman over to Graves. Graves with the basketball. Back out front now to Love. Love with the ball. Love calling out the plays. And Love will back it up and start it up again. They'll wait for Webb, and Webb will be your starting point. Webb with the ball out front, guarded by Beatty. Drives over, and Beatty knocks it out of her hands. Good hands by Beatty. The freshman, Gabby Beatty, getting a paw on it, batting it out of bounds. Cookeville will keep it. York's led by as many as 6. Cookeville by as many as 4. Cookeville get the biggest lead of the night if they can score on this trip down the court. Love with the basketball. Love now over to Shipman, now off to Webb. Webb tried to get it over to Gillis and knocked away. Good hands by Reagan. Reagan very quick. You can't make those easy passes against Michaela Reagan. She'll get a paw on it. Getting ready to come back in is going to be number 3, Gillis. As it is Webb out front. Over now to Shipman. Shipman down low to Graves. Graves going to send it out to Gillis. Gillis for a 3. Good. Jordan Gillis knocks down the 3, and that's the biggest lead of the night by either team, as it's a 7-point advantage for Cookeville High School. With the basketball, Smith. Smith going to lob it down underneath. Almost picked off. Reagan comes over. Has it stripped from behind, though. Good hands by Gillis. Now the pass out to Gillis. Gillis, long pass up to Webb. Webb underneath, dumps it over to Gillis, and Gillis will lay it up and in. Gillis with 2 more. She's got a nickel in the quarter, and it's a 9-point lead for Cookeville.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Back here where Cookeville has pushed this out to the biggest lead of the night. They lead by 9 now, as a good play from Jordan Gillis, and also Shipman has a 3 in here. Graves has a 3. 2 in here by Webb, and York. They've got 1 point in this quarter, and that is the 1 point Ellie Leffew put up from the free throw line. And we've gone through 6 minutes of play here, and York's got 1 point. And once again, just like last night York was outscored in that third quarter by a 15-10 margin. They struggled, got scored late in that quarter. They were almost half the quarter before they got 8 points. Leffew with the ball now, gives it over to Johnson. Johnson going to drive. Johnson looking for some room. Johnson getting swarm there. Now we'll kick it up to Reagan. Reagan with the basketball way out front. Gives it inside to Leffew. Leffew will take it from just beyond the free throw line. Good. Big shot there by Ellie Leffew. Stops the bleeding for York. Now back the other way. The reverse layup. No good by Webb. Webb got the ball. Got the reverse layup. Couldn't get it to go. That's a 7-point ball game. Back the other way now. Johnson down low to Reagan. Reagan inside to Hull. Hull has it stolen by Graves, and then Graves steps out of bounds with it. 76 seconds left to go here in this quarter. York has a total of 3 points here in the third. And Johnson puts it into Canancer. Lilly with the basketball. Lilly almost losing out, bounces it off. Well, they call it out on Webb. It looked like that one might have went off of Canancer, but we'll take it. Johnson with the basketball. Lobs it into Hull. Hull with it. Try to get back to Johnson. Johnson with the ball. Johnson looking to drive. Johnson will back it out. Johnson now with the basketball. Drives into a double team. Johnson looking to make a move. Drives down, and she's going to be fouled by Gillis. And Gillis didn't think she fouled her, but you can see she got her squarely on the arm on that one. So that's going to be her second personal. And Johnson will go to the line. She is scoreless here in the third quarter. Smith and Beatty getting ready to re-enter. Johnson, the free throw, good. Johnson been perfect on the night. As out will come Canancer, out will come Hull, and back in goes Beatty and Smith. Back of the line, Johnson, her second one, good. Johnson's got double digits for York. Now Cookeville will bring the other way. Shipman with ball long pass. Somebody forgot Graves, and Graves has got to give me. Graves got behind the defense as York caught napping on that one and gets the easy deuce. Back the other way is Johnson with the ball. Johnson trying to clear everybody out. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. 7-point ball game. With it now, Gillis loses, knocks the basketball free from York's Johnson. Johnson with the ball down under 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. Johnson with the ball. Johnson the left side drives, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound Graves. Graves going to push it out to Webb. Webb double dribble, no call. Now takes it up the left hand, missed it. Rebound Reagan. Reagan out to Johnson. Johnson's got a one-on-one with Gillis. Johnson will stop and puts it up blocked, and it goes out of bounds off of York. It will be putting it into play. Johnson with 8.5 seconds to go. York will have the last shot of the third quarter. They're looking for somebody inside. Now going to lob it out front to Smith. Sage with the ball. Sage looking for some help. Now will drive down to 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Puts up the runner. No good. Rebound Graves, and that's the end of quarter number 3. End of 3. It's Cookeville 31, York 24.
Rayella and Joey Vaughn, along with the MetaThrift Pharmacy staff, would like to invite you to their Christmas open house Friday, December 6th, 8 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, December 7th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll be serving refreshments, and you can enjoy 30% off all gift items with free gift wrapping. They'll have door prices both days, and their grand prize, a $200 MetaThrift gift card, will be given away on Saturday. Don't miss Christmas open house at MetaThrift Pharmacy, 346 West Central Avenue, Jamestown.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Final frame of this one, and the Lady Cavaliers have a 7-point buffer as we head in this final frame. York only picking up 5 points in that quarter. We're outscored by a total of, Cookeville had 31, so they were outscored 15-5 in that quarter. And Cookeville will have the ball to start the final frame. With the basketball is Maynard. You got Maynard. You've got Shipman, you've got Dunaway, you've got Love and Graves in the ball game. With the ball now is Graves. Graves kicks it down in the corner to Dunaway. Dunaway going to drive in, sends it back out to Graves. Graves off to Shipman, or make that Gillis in there. Gillis in the ball. Gillis drops it down to Love. Love drive around. Love sends it over now to Dunaway. Dunaway for a 3-ball, no good. Rebound Gillis. Good board work. Gives it out to Graves. Graves with the basketball. Graves sends it up to Maynard. Maynard with the basketball. Maynard off to Gillis. Gillis looking to drive. Gillis makes a pretty move, and she's going to be hacked by Lefevue. She got around Lefevue, and Lefevue will pick up her first. That'll bring Blevins in. Isabella will check back in. On the line will be Jordan Gillis. First free throw, no good. And for Cookeville on the night, they are 2 of 5 now from the charity stripe. Not a great free throw shooting team either, evidently. But she can put him up by more now. She missed the second one, but missed that one badly. Rebound taken away by Sage Smith, a 7-point ball game. Sage with the basketball. Now double team. They're looking for Johnson. They'll give it to Johnson. Johnson going to work it back to the middle of the court. Johnson going to drive in. Fakes it. Now has it stripped from behind. Good hands by Maynard. Coming out with his Graves. Graves going to go coast to coast. Puts it up and scores. Tough shot by Graves. She's got a dozen on the night. Still wondering why she was out in that first half. Smith picks up her dribble. Gets it up to Johnson. Johnson double teamed. Johnson with the basketball. Lobs it back up to Smith. Smith going to cross court it to Reagan. Reagan down underneath to Blevins. She can't handle the pass. Stolen by Dunaway. And here comes Cookeville with the basketball. Gillis in the front court. Graves with it. Down the corner they'll go to Dunaway. Dunaway's going to make that. Maynard drives and gets an easy layup. Maynard got the baseline, got the easy layup, and now it's an 11-point lead for Cookeville. And Cookeville trying to blow this one open. Back the way Johnson comes in with a floater. No good. Rebound tipped around, and Gillis comes out with it. And Gillis is going to be fouled, and who they're going to whistle that one on? They're going to get Izzy B on that one. Isabella Blevins, her second. Schote comes in, Blevins comes out, Hull comes in, and Beatty comes out. And it will be full court pressure now by York. York will get it in. It'll be Graves to bring it up. Graves guarded by Hull. Hull's not going to guard her up in the front court. They'll send it over now to Love. Love will step back for a three, and that one's short as rebound knocked around. Sage Smith comes out with it. Sage on the run. Sage in the front court. Gets it up the lane, drives in, and she's going to be fouled by Love as Love went for the steal. She'll pick up her second personal. So it's Alyssa Love picks up the foul. Now coming in will be Shipman back in, and Schote will come in as Love and Maynard check out. York trying to work it in. Looking for somebody to bring it into. Got to get it in. Got to get rid of it. They get it in finally to Smith. Now off to Johnson. Johnson going to spin. Takes it up. She's going to be fouled. And that one, I believe, is going to go against... Oh, they're going to whistle that one against Graves. I thought they were going to whistle it against Gillis, but it's going to go against Graves, and that sends Johnson to the line. Johnson been perfect on the night from the stripe. First one, no good. I should not have said that. Never fails. If she can still cut it to a 10-point ball game. Second one, good. Back up now will come the Lady Cavaliers in the front court. Graves going to drive down. Nobody picks her up, and she drives, she scores, and she's fouled. Count the basket. And they called that one against Johnson, I believe. Johnson. Graves gets the shot and the and one. Schote's going to come out. Reagan's going to come out. And out will come Sage Smith as at the line will be Graves. Graves looking for the and one natural three. And she's got it. Cookeville now by 13 with 5:40 left to go in the ball game. York works it up to Lefevue. Lefevue in front court. Looking for some room. Drives down in. Loses the basketball. Stolen by Shipman. Shipman picks her pocket. Now kicks it up quickly to Dunaway. Dunaway over to Graves. Graves loses the handle line for a minute. Gets it back. Graves with the basketball. Graves working out front. Gives it to Shipman. Shipman off now to number 12, Gillis. Back up to Graves. Graves gives it over to Shipman. Shipman off with the ball now. Shipman working it out top of the key. Comes around, gives it over to Graves. Graves trying to work against Lefevue. Sends it down to Schote. Back up to Shipman. Shipman off now to Gillis, and they'll reset it down under 5 minutes to go in this one. A 13-point Cookeville lead now, the basketball. Trying to drive is Gillis. Gillis tries to make a move, but now they're going to spread it out and take some air out of it. As Lefevue against Graves, they'll dump it off. Schote wide open underneath for two. Schote's the defender went up to get after her and gets the easy basket. And now it's a 15.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
This is Jeannie Hall, inviting you to come check out our all-new Hall Sports and Outdoor store, now open in downtown Jamestown. At Hall Sports and Outdoors, we are your regional destination for everything you need for the woods and on the field. We have game day gear featuring your favorite local and regional teams, camping and hunting gear, and gifting ideas with popular brands like Costa, Timberland, Volunteer Traditions, and more. Hall Sports and Outdoors is located on the corner of South Main Street and Livingston Avenue, across from the courthouse. Stop by and see what everyone is cheering about at Hall Sports and Outdoors.
Back here, York with the basketball as Johnson drives in, drops it low to Reagan. Reagan's shot blocked by Graves, but Graves is going to pick up foul number 3. So KK Graves has her third personal, and that'll send the Rock to the line. Reagan on the night, 1 of 2 from the stripe. That's what York needs, points while the clock is stopped. That'll help them out a bunch. 4:23, but they got to hit the free throw. Reagan's first one, good. Michaela cools the other side of the pillow, drops it home, and it's a 14-point lead now for the Lady Cavaliers. She can cut it to 13. And it's short. Rebound, though. And we're going to have a push off on York, and I believe that one's going to go against Canancer. I think Lily may have shoved off there. And that's who they call it against. Canancer got the rebound. Shortest player on the floor, so she used a little bit of a shove to get that one. Cookeville with the basketball and a 14-point lead, 4:06 to go in the ball game. They'll work it in this time to Gillis. Gillis with the basketball over now to Shipman. Shipman going to bring it herself. Shipman long pass up to Graves. Graves over now to Shipman, back to Graves. Over to Shipman. They're going to take some air out. Actually, they're pulling out, getting York to come out and trying to drive around them. And now Reagan's got to really be careful. Reagan just come up and shoved one of the Lady Cavaliers, Gillis, and Reagan, that was awfully close to an intentional foul. That could have been really bad had she been called an intentional foul. But now at the line will be Jordan Gillis. She missed the first two and misses the front end of the 1-and-1. So York gets away good on that one as we're down to 3:40 to go. Johnson going to drive all the way down, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound, Lauren Choate. Good job by Lauren. Lauren's give York some good minutes here tonight. With the ball now is Sage Smith. Sage, right side. Sage looking to make a move, drops back, fires over Choate, no good. Rebound pulled by Graves. Graves with the ball. Graves gives it over to Shipman. Back over now to Dunaway. Dunaway with the ball. Leaves it for Graves. Graves has trouble handling, but gets it up and gives it back over to Dunaway. Dunaway with the ball. And they're running some far-out weave, and now they're getting close to a 5-second call. As now we're going to have a bump foul on Reagan. Reagan with 2 quick ones. That's going to send Dunaway to the line, and Dunaway has not scored on the night. We got Tuttle coming in the ball game. Addison coming in. She's a gunner, folks. So at the line will be Dunaway. She drops her first point of the night. It's a 15-point lead now for Cookeville. And she misses the second one. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson going to bring it. Johnson with the basketball. Johnson into front court. Johnson works it down underneath. There's a pass. Good pass. Can answer to Reagan, and Reagan gets the basket. Good ball movement by Lily. Long pass up to Shope. Shope's behind the defense, and she's going to be fouled by Reagan. Reagan went for the block, picks up her 4th personal, 3 in a row for the Rock. And that's going to send Shope to the line. And now coming back in for Cookeville will be Maynard Love, and I believe that is free throw, no good, but she's got 2. Shope missed the front end of it. We'll have one more. And let's see, number 3, Gillis comes back in. The other Gillis, one Gillis for the other Gillis. And now they finally decide who's coming out as Dunaway comes out. Shope back of the line, second one, no good. She missed both ends of it. York trailing by 13 with the basketball. 2.5 minutes to play. They got what they needed, a missed free throw. And now Johnson for a three, no good. Rebound tipped out, and that's going to be it for Michaela Reagan. Reagan, I believe, has just fouled out of the ball game. And Michaela has picked up 4 straight fouls, so Reagan going to foul out on the night with 8. The Rock fouls out. And that'll send Shipman to the other end for 2 because it's over the double bonus now. As Schott comes in, Reagan's got to sit down. She's going to get the rest of the night off. Michaela fouls out with 2:26 to play in the ball game. At the line will be Shipman. First one, no good. She'll have one more. It is the double bonus. And Cookeville has shot poorly from the charity stripe. They missed 7 free throws here in this, 2, 4, 6. And the second one is good. She hits that one, so she breaks a streak of a lot of misses there as they missed 5 here in this fourth quarter with 2:20 to go. Johnson going to drive, and Johnson's going to be fouled. Are they going to count it? And Johnson gets the and one. Coming in will be Gillis, as out will go Shipman. Lefevue and Beatty come in. 12-point ball game right now. Out will come Tuttle, out will come Canancer. As Johnson at the stripe. Johnson, first one, good. Rolls and one drops, I should say. So it's now back to an 11-point ball game. In the front court comes Graves. Graves over Dunaway. And if I'm York, I would foul Gillis. Gillis is the one they want to foul. She has missed every free throw she's put up. And with 2 minutes and 11 points to go, we got Lily Canancer coming back into the game. With it now is Love. Love's going to drive around. Love kicks it over to Graves, and Graves will get the layup. Graves gets an easy deuce. She's by far the leading scorer here tonight. Back the other way, Johnson into front court. Johnson coast to coast. Up good, and she fouled. Johnson going to go for the and one again. And that one on Gillis, as that one is going to be on Jordan Gillis, her third. Hull and Canancer coming in. And out will come Beatty and Lefevue. Down to $1:45 left to go here in the ball game. And Johnson can cut this down to a 10-point game. And does. Haley gets the and one. It's 44-34. Cookeville with the basketball. Graves working it up against Hull. Graves has got the lane, drives all the way and puts up the little layup. Good. Graves with that move to the left side using the right hand gets it to go. It's a 12-point ball game. Schott with the ball. Gives it back out to Smith. Smith went down inside to Schott, knocked away by Graves, picked up by Gillis, and Gillis with the basketball. Long pass up to Graves. Graves has got the free one layup again, and Graves with 2 more. And it's a 14-point ball game, and that may just seal the deal. Now we got a reach by Gillis. And the coach cannot be happy with her daughter here. That's her 4th personal. And set to come back in will be Shipman. Cookeville going to improve to 5-1 on the season, while you're going to fall to 2-2 going into the first district game this week. Johnson, the free throws, is good. As out will come Love, and back in will come Shipman. Back of the line, Johnson for the second one. Can cut it to 12, and does. It's still a 4-possession ball game, though. And Cookeville with the basketball down to 60 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Now with it is Gillis. Gillis drives, puts it up. No good. Gillis going to get it out to Johnson, and Johnson going to bring it. Johnson on the run, sends it over to Smith. Smith for a three. Good! Sage Smith with a 3-ball, and York's got it under double digits with 46.7 to go.
Crisp air, cool breeze, fall leaves. All the things autumn brings. It also brings Carrier's Fall Cool Cash Rebate Promotion. Now until December 15th. Take advantage of discounts on select energy-efficient heating and air conditioning units. With financing options to fit any budget, you'll be ready to jump into fall and tackle any weather that comes your way. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling for your free estimate today.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Rayella and Joey Vaughn, along with the Metathrift Pharmacy staff, would like to invite you to their Christmas open house Friday, December 6th, 8 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, December 7th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll be serving refreshments and you can enjoy 30% off all gift items with free gift wrapping. They'll have door prices both days and their grand prize, a $200 Metathrift gift card, will be given away on Saturday. Don't miss Christmas open house at Metathrift Pharmacy, 346 West Central Avenue, Jamestown.
Just under 47 seconds left to go in this one, and a big basket, the first one of the night by Sage Smith, has cut this to a 3-possession ball game. It's a 9-point game, and if I'm Cookeville, I would probably not bring the ball into Gillis. She has really struggled from the stripe. But York now will see Cookeville bring the ball in. They'll work it in this time to Shipman. Shipman with the basketball. Shipman working it up. Shipman, long pass up to Gillis. Gillis is the one you want to foul, and that's who Johnson picks up the foul on. Haley fouls Gillis. Gillis has walked to the line tonight. Jordan Gillis 0 of 2 from the stripe. We'll go for a pair of them here as Shope gets ready to come back in. Free throw, back of the iron, no good. Cookeville has left a lot of points at the charity stripe, folks. Here in this fourth quarter, they have missed several, and now that one is good. She hits 1 out of 2, makes it a 4-possession game. Now 10 as Johnson with the ball gives it over to Smith. Smith down to Canancer. Lilly for 3, no good. Long rebound, Sage Smith. Down to Shope. Shope for a 3, no good. Rebound taken away by Graves. Graves with the ball. And Graves is going to be fouled by Johnson. Haley going to pick up her third, and that'll send Graves to the charity stripe. Graves on the night 1 of 1 from the stripe, so she'll have a pair of them here. She can push this back to a 4-possession game just for the tie. So this one pretty much out of reach for the Lady Dragons. They're going to drop their second straight. Back-to-back losses to 2 AAA teams. Graves, nothing but cup on that one. Graves, the big dog for the ladies from Cookeville. Has the second one, no good though. She missed the second one. Rebound, Johnson will come up with it. Johnson being double teamed, trying to get it in the front court, taking a lot of time, down to 17 seconds. Johnson going to throw it across to Hull. Hull out to Smith. Sage for a 3, no good. Rebound knocked around, taken away by Shipman. Shipman over to Graves, and with 4 seconds, they're just going to let the time run out, and that's going to do it. Cookeville comes in and takes one from York. Here tonight, your final, Cookeville 50, York 39, back in 2 minutes.
Confidence, the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clark Range Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clark Range Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clark Range Drug Center, always earning your confidence. Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Rayella and Joey Vaughn, along with the Metathrift Pharmacy staff, would like to invite you to their Christmas open house Friday, December 6th, 8 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, December 7th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll be serving refreshments, and you can enjoy 30% off all gift items with free gift wrapping. They'll have door prices both days, and their grand prize, a $200 Metathrift gift card, will be given away on Saturday. Don't miss Christmas open house at Metathrift Pharmacy, 346 West Central Avenue, Jamestown.
We're back here at York, Kansas City, where the Lady Dragons come up short in this one by a final of 50-39. A big win for the Lady Cavaliers as they improved to 5-1. York falls to 500 at 2-2 when they open district play on Friday at DeKalb County. Let's take a look at the scoring in this one. Haley Johnson paced the Lady Dragons once again with 19, but from there the scoring came a little bit scarce as Michaela Reagan had 8. 2 for Gabby Beatty, 3 for Sage Smith, 4 for Ellie Leffy, 2 in the game for Lauren Show. The ladies from Cookeville got 22 from KK Graves, and then theirs really dropped off as you had 5 each for Alyssa Love, Emma Webb, and Jordan Gillis. You had 4 in the game for Liv Shipman, 3 in the game for Bailey Gillis, and 1 in the game for Katie Dunaway. But Cookeville holds on to win it. Your final here in this one, 50-39. York falls to 2-2 on the season as they lose to Cookeville here tonight by a final once again of 50-39. We're going to take a timeout now, get some boys lineups for you, and then we'll be back to start this one in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're getting set for boys action here. Let's give you some scores, though, we have from the earlier games tonight. Clark Range girls all over Cumberland County High School, 79-53. Lady Buffaloes now 4-1 on the season. Stone Memorial girls tonight beat Franklin County 75-40. And let's see if we've got any other scores of interest here. We did have I think a halftime score from Macon County. It was leading Clay County 58-37, and that was in the fourth quarter. So Macon County in the lead in that one as Clark Range girls win tonight by a final of 79-53. Good job by the Lady Buffaloes picking up a win. We're getting set for boys action. It's the 2-1 Dragons against the 2-3 Cookeville Cavaliers. Cookeville last year in 2008, well, actually they only played a couple of times in the past few years. In 2008, it was York losing to Cookeville 81-48. 2007, York beat Cookeville 38-32. Both teams beat Cumberland County. As both teams beat Cumberland County, York beat Cumberland County 83-47, Cookeville 78-72. And let's see, also Cookeville has beaten Cumberland County and West Creek. They've lost to Lebanon, McMinn County, and Siegel. Yesterday's action saw Watertown over Jackson County 60-46. Upperman beat Warren County 68-45. Smith County dropped Macon County 65-52. And Siegel roll over White County by a final of 73-60. But once again, the Clark Range Lady Buffaloes winning tonight by a final of 79-53 over Cumberland County. So Clark Range girls pick up another win. They'll be in action Friday night. We'll have that one out at Clark Range as it's Clark Range and Clay County coming up in that one. So it should be a good one there as well. We're getting set for boys action here now, and we're going to have our starting lineups. First for Cookeville, number 10, Bailey Gillum. Number 22, Zach Hall. Number 3, Braden Brown. Number 11, Lucas Reeves. And number 15, Stockton Owen, the starter. And their head coach is Josh Berg. And now the lights go down and the house lights come up because it's time to meet your Dragons. The Dragons coming here after last night's come from behind win to beat Stone Memorial. They looked like a team that had taken a week off, and it showed as they struggled a little bit in the first half. But then the second half came on and beat Stone Memorial and picked up a big win for the Dragons as Their starting lineup will come with a couple of seniors, a sophomore, and the first sophomore named number 1 is St. Nick, Nick Smith. And St. Nick, he always delivers. Jacob Jennings. Jacob's got to have a big game tonight. Broke out of that scoring slump last game. Had a big 3 in that one. Number 23, our player of the game last game, Riley Cooper. Riley got off to a red hot start and had several blocks, several rebounds. Then you've got the big guy inside, Noah stopping Noah Smith. Smith, the senior. And then your other senior is Roger Meadows. Roger had a big game last night as well, bringing his team back. And, of course, the Dragons under the direction of Coach Russell Tays, assistant coach Josh Oat, as we're set for basketball action. York and Cookeville. Time to line them up, tip it off, and let's get it on. We got basketball action. It'll be jumping up number 3 for Cookeville. That is Braden Brown. He jumped up against Riley Cooper, and Riley easily got the opening tee-up. Nick Smith with it right side, cross courts it over to Roger. Now inside Noah Smith. Noah will drive, and he's going to be fouled from the back. And that one's going to go against number 15, I believe. We'll see who the call is. And no, it's going to go against number 3. It's going to be Braden Brown. Brown called for the first foul of the night, and Noah Smith can start the scoring from the charity stripe as he'll have a pair of them here. Noah, his first one, rolls and drops. That's one of those shooters ops if you ever seen one. Bounce straight up and falls in. Noah will have one more. Noah will have the second one. It's good. And back will come Cookeville. Cookeville with the basketball. They'll drive down with the basketball, number 22. That is Hall. Hall over to Brown. Brown for a 3. Good. Brown, nice looking stroke. Drops that one home, and it's a 3-2. Cookeville lead. York with the basketball. Long pass up to Riley Cooper in the front court. Gives it over to Nick Smith. Nick with the ball. Nick drives down, gives it off to Noah. Noah on the left side. Noah cross courts it to Roger. Roger for 3. Yep. Roger that. Meadows with the 3 ball, and now almost a steal, but coming up with it is Gillum. Gillum with the basketball. Kicks it out front now to number 11. That's Reeves. Reeves gives it over to number 15. That's Owen. Owen kicks it out to number 11. Puts up the jumper. No good. And that one, as the York fans let him know, that it was an air ball by Reeves. Back the other way, Nick Smith for a 3, and Nick's not a air ball as he drops that one home, and the Dragons go out 8-3 up by Nickel early. Cookeville with the basketball. Number 22, Zach Hall. Zach Hall's going to give it off to number 10, Reeves, and he'll put up no good. Rebound Hall, and gives it over to number 15. Will put it up good, and he is fouled. Stockton Owen's going to get the basket, and that one's going to go against Nick Smith. So Stockton Owen will go for the and 1 here. 6:30 left to go here in the first quarter. As York with a definite size advantage in this ball game. Have to take the ball inside to Cooper and let him have a big game on this one. Now the free throw is good, so Stockton Owen makes the and 1. And York now with the basketball. Long pass up to Noah Smith. Noah will drive up, take the short jumper. No good. Rebound foul for him. We're going to have a foul on Jennings, I believe, going over the back. Jacob's going to pick up his first. York has got 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore on the floor. Cookeville with the basketball now. They'll work it up. It will be number 15 with the ball, Stockton Owen. Owen with the basketball. Owen in the front court. Stockton Owen works it over to the right side. He'll come around the pit, give it off now. This time to number 10. He'll fire up the long 3. No good. Rebound taken away by number 22. That is Hall. Hall with the ball. Gives it down the corner to Owen. Owen's going to drive in, cuts the baseline, kicks it out real quickly over to number 11. He'll drop it off to Owen. No good. Follow up, though, wide open. Number 10 for the layup. That is Gillum with his first 2 of the night. We're tied at 8 apiece. York with the ball. Cooper over to Meadows. Meadows on the run. Meadows going to drive. He'll put up the little floater. Good. Roger that. York by 2. Back the other way will come number 22. That is Hall with the ball. Hall gives it over to Brown. Brown to Rivas. Rivas back over to Hall. Hall looking to shake free. Can't do it. Now they'll get a walk on number 10, Gillum. Gillum caught it. Took a great big step before he put it down. And Gillum turns it back over. And York with the basketball. 5:11 left to play here in the first quarter. York by 2. 10-8 your score. Your girls falling tonight to Cookeville. Your boys trying to split the action. Ball comes inside to Smith. Now back out to Meadows. Meadows back up front now to Nick Smith. Inside to Noah Smith. He'll take the short jumper. No good. That'll go out of bounds, and it'll be back to Cookeville. Clark Range girls a winner tonight, 79-53 over Crossville. As Cumberland County comes up with the basketball now, walking it up will be Hall. Zach Hall with the ball. Sends it over to Rivas. Rivas for 3, no good. Or Reeves, I should say, put up a 3. No good. Rebound to Cooper. Back the other way. Meadows with the ball. Meadows will stop. Meadows will pop. No good. Rebound pulled this time by Reeves. Reeves gives it out to Hall. Hall with the ball. Hall will send it down to Owen. Owen back up front to Brown. Brown for a 3. No good. Rebound Nick Smith. Nick going to bring it the other way. St. Nick with the basketball in the front court. Takes it left side. Sends it over to Noah. Now back out front to Roger, and Roger Meadows will set it up. Gives it over now to Jennings. Jennings with the basketball. Out front to Smith. Nick Smith for a 3. No good. Rebound taken away, and it's on the floor, and I think we're going to have a foul on maybe Jennings again. Yeah, Jennings going to pick up his second personal. So Jacob with 2 fouls early. And that'll bring into the ball game for the Dragons. Number 12 comes into the ball game for York. As he'll come into the ball game, and that is Chase Rich. Chase Rich coming in, number 12. Chase Rich comes into the ball game. And there's a 3-ball by number 11, Reeves for 3. Reeves drops the 3-ball on. And now Cookeville with the lead. York with the basketball. They'll go inside this time to Noah Smith. Now to Meadows. Meadows going to drive. He'll go off the glass. No good. Rebound Smith. Back up. No good. Rebound Cooper. And Cooper's going to be fouled on the floor. Cooper will be fouled. Chase Rich coming into the ball game for the Dragons. Coming in for Cookeville will be number 34, Will Horner. It'll be Meadows to bring it in. York trailing by 1. 3:24 to go in the first quarter. Ball goes down the corner to Meadows. Meadows with the basketball. Over to Smith. Nick back up down to Meadows. Back to Smith. Smith back over to Meadows. Meadows inside to Cooper. Cooper over to Smith. Smith cross courts it now to Meadows. Down low to Noah Smith. Knocked away. Good hands by Horner. Horner comes in, jumps in, knocks it out of bounds. 3:03 left to go here in the first quarter. York got that big win last night. We'll see how much they've got in the tank. Ball comes in the corner to Rich. Rich with the basketball. Rich drives around, takes a little floater. Good. Chase Rich right off the bench for a deuce. Chase Rich with 2, and York takes back the lead. Back the other way now will come Horner. Horner for a 3. No good. Rebound Nick Smith as it's stripped away and taken away by Owen. Back up, no good. This time Roger Meadows will go up and take the ball. Roger with the basketball. Roger in the front court. Over now to Rich. Rich inside to Noah Smith. Noah the turnaround. No good. Rebound Horner. Horner with the board over to Owen, and Owen will slow it up. Game is set to come in for York will be Jonathan Headings. Headings going to come in now with the basketball is Reeves. Reeves has it picked off, stolen by Smith. Long pass over to Rich. Rich back to Smith. Smith down to Noah Smith. He has to save it in, but Rich right there. Rich going to take the little jumper and good. Ace Rich off the bench for a pair of them. and it's a 3-point York lead with 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. With the basketball now, Reeves for three, no good. Rebound, Meadows. One done for the Cavaliers, and Meadows will bring the other way. Meadows in the front court, drives down, looks for some help, gives it out to Cooper. Cooper for a three is good. Riley Cooper for the three ball, and York takes a 6-point lead with $1:37 to go in the quarter, and Cookeville wants to talk about it.
Confidence, the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clark Range Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clark Range Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clark Range Drug Center, always earning your confidence.
Back here where Cookeville with the basketball. York has pushed this out now to a 6-point lead. Done in part by the youngster off the bench, number 12, Chase Rich. It's the first time we've seen Chase on the floor. He is a junior. So Chase is a junior, and he's coming in playing very well right now. But Headings enters the ball game now as Noah Smith takes a seat. Out front now with the basketball is Horner. Horner going to send it over this time to number 10, Gillum. Gillum goes inside to Horner. Horner, the little jump hook, good. Horner with his first two of the ball game. Horner's got two in the game, and it's a 4-point lead now for York. York with the basketball. Nick Smith cross courts it over now to Roger Meadows. Meadows with the basketball. Meadows for a long three, no good. And going out with Reeves, and Gillum has it knocked out of his hand and off the back of Hall, out of bounds. Good hands there by the Dragons' Nick Smith. St. Nick delivers with a defensive play on that one. And York now with a 4-point lead in the basketball. Under a minute left to go in the quarter. They throw it away. Horner picks it off. Long pass up in the front court. They'll kick it underneath. Wide under is Horner. Horner up and good. I'll make that Owen. Owen with the basket. And we got a 2-point game. York had pushed it out to 6, but a 4-0 run by Cookeville. York with the basketball. Out front is Rich. Rich gives it over to Meadows. Back over to Rich. Off now to Smith. Cross courts it to Meadows. Back up to Rich. Down to 20 seconds. Over to Nick Smith. Inside to Riley Cooper. Cooper gives it back out to Nick Smith. Nick for a three. No good. And took out a little early. Got 11 seconds still left to go. And Owen's going to push it. Kicks it down the corner. Wide open. Number 10, Gillum. No good. And we got a over the back of the rim, so it'll go, or over the back of the backboard. So York will get it with 3.7 seconds. As Cooper will trigger it in. Cooper gives it in to Nick Smith. Nick going to push it up. Nick going to fire to the buzzer, and nowhere close. That one's going to drop short, and we go to end of one. End of one, it's York 17, Cookeville 15.
Crisp air, cool breeze, fall leaves. All the things autumn brings. It also brings Carrier's Fall Cool Cash Rebate Promotion. Now until December 15th. Take advantage of discounts on select energy-efficient heating and air conditioning units. With financing options to fit any budget, you'll be ready to jump into fall and tackle any weather that comes your way. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling for your free estimate today.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Start of the second quarter. Cookeville with the basketball to start this second quarter as York with a 2-point lead. Cookeville can take the lead on this trip. Cookeville with the basketball. They'll work it out front now to Hall. Hall for a long three, short. Rebound ran down and taken away by Gillum. Gillum gives it back out front to number 20. That is the other Gillum, Colin Gillum. So there's a Colin Gillum and a Bailey Gillum on the floor. And now Colin Gillum will fire up the three. That one's no good. Rebound taken away by Cooper. Good job by Cooper to time that jump. Cooper times the jump. Now back the other way is Jennings with the basketball. They'll give it over to Cooper. Cooper down to Nick Smith. Okay, York starters back in. They'll go inside to Cooper. Cooper puts up the little jumper, and Cooper's going to be fouled. Cooper going to go to the line. Good job by Riley. Riley going to go to the line. That will go against Horner, his first of the ball game. Only the second team foul of the night. Actually, they said 3. I don't know where the other one is. I missed one somewhere. Free throw by Cooper hits the front of the iron. No good. Shorted that one. Coming back into the game is Reeves, and out goes Gillum. One of the Gillums, anyway. Bailey Gillum goes out. They still have Colin Gillum in the ball game. Second one good. Cooper hits 1 out of 2. And York takes a 3-point lead. Back the other way now with the basketball will come Hall. Hall with the ball. Gives it over to Gillum. Gillum going to drive the baseline. Takes it all the way in. Takes a step. Takes it up and puts it up. Gillum may have got away with a little step there, but gets the basket to go. And it's a 1-point game with 7 minutes to play in the half. York with the basketball. They'll work it over this time to Jennings. Now back over, and we got a move and pick on Noah Smith. Noah didn't get set. He set the block, but didn't get set and picks up the personal. And now Cookeville can take the lead. 6:51 left to go here in the first half as York off to a little bit of a slow start again tonight. It will be across the timeline. Will come Owen. Owen with the ball. Owen makes a little move, takes a short jumper, rolls off. No good. Rebound, though, back up and good. By number 11, Reeves. Reeves gets the follow. And coming in for York will be Headings back in the ball game. No, it won't be Headings. It'll be Rich back in the ball game. With the basketball, Smith gives it over now to Meadows. Back up to Nick Smith. Nick Smith's going to lob it under to Noah. Picked off, taken away by Cookeville. Driving Hall. Hall's going to be fouled by Nick Smith. So Nick picks up his first personal. And Cookeville with a 1-point lead will go to the line with Hall for a chance to push this to a 3-point advantage. York wants a timeout, though, before we have the shot. 6:12 to go in the quarter. It is 19-18. Cookeville.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Well, after the break, it's going to be at the line Hall to shoot 2. And don't forget, York on the road Friday night. They open up district action down at DeKalb County as the first free throw is good by Zach Hall. He will have one more. He's giving his team a 2-point lead. Rich going to come back in now. Rich will check in, and out will come Noah Smith. It will be back of the line. Hall knocks them both down. Hall, nothing but cup on that one. And it will be York with the basketball now trailing by 3 with 6:08 left to go here in the first half. Jennings with the ball. Gives it back out front to Nick Smith. Nick Smith gives it over to Meadows. Meadows with the ball back out front to Jennings. Jennings off to Nick Smith. Back over to Meadows. Off now to Jennings. Jennings with the ball. Jennings going to get back out front to Nick Smith. Over now to Meadows. Meadows for the tie. That Roger that. Rogers got 8 on the night, and the Dragons tied up at 21. Back the other way now with the basketball's Hall. Hall backs that. Looks like Gillum getting ready to come back in. With the ball, Hall. Hall's going to drive down, put up the little off-balance jumper. Good. Tough shot by Hall. He's got 4 in the quarter now. And it's back to a 2-point lead for Cookeville. Half-court trap now by Cookeville. Roger Meadows will bring it, throw it away. Picked off by number 11. They'll send it down the corner to Hall. Hall for a 3-ball, no good. Rebound pulled this time by Gillum. Gillum over to number 11, Reeves. Back out to Gillum. Gillum with the basketball, guarded by Smith. Gives it over now to Hall. Hall almost has it stolen. Now Hall's going to drive the lane up and block. What a play by Riley Cooper. The SWAT man comes up and blocks it away. Now back the other way, Nick Hall goes up, and he got hammered, but no call. And on the rebound, Rich, and they're going to call Rich for the walk. And that time Smith definitely got hammered as he put up the ball. As coming back into the game will be Noah Smith. Also coming into the game will be Chase Rich. And a moment ago was Hunter Rich. So Hunter Rich, the other one, they are twins, and I got them mixed up there. So Hunter Rich come in just a moment ago, number 25. As Cookeville with the basketball now, leading by 2. 4:25 to go here in the first half. With the basketball driving, number 11 kicks it out. That wide open is Horner. Misses the free throw. Rebound going to be tipped out, ran down the corner, and now picked off by Meadows. Meadows with a steal. Meadows coast to coast. Good. Roger, that gets 2 more, and it's a 23-23 ball game. With the ball is Gillum. Gillum spins, tried to kick it underneath, does to Owen. Owen takes it up and scores. Nice move by Owen. Owen comes right back with 2 of his own, and it's back to a 2-point lead for Cookeville. Good one brewing here as York with the basketball. Meadows going to send it over now to Rich. Rich down to Noah Smith. Back up front to Meadows, and Rogers starting to heat up. He's got 8 in the quarter and 13 on the night, and he gives York a 1-point lead. Ball down the corner, wide open. Horner for 3. No good. Gets his own rebound and goes back up and scores. And I'll tell you, they are killing York on the boards. Offensive rebounds, they're killing the Dragons. Right now with it is Meadows. Meadows out front. Coming in is Headings going to come back in. They'll give it over to Rich. Now off to Smith. Inside to Cooper, knocked away, stolen. Gillum with the basketball. Gillum going to lose it. Gillum just threw that one out, and nobody from York touched it as Gillum just lost the handle and it goes out of bounds. Hall's going to come in for Horner. And Cooper will get a seat while Headings comes in the ball game with under 3 minutes to go here in the first half, and a 1-point lead for Cookeville. With the ball out front, Meadows gives it over to Headings. Headings off to Rich. Rich down inside to Noah Smith. Noah off the turnaround, no good. And we're going to have a push foul on Meadows. Roger picks up his first, team's 5th. And it'll go back the other way. Cookeville with the ball and a 1-point lead. 2:42 left to go here in the first half of play. 27-26. Cookeville by 1 as walking it up will be Hall. Hall going to bring it up court. Hall with the ball. Way out front. You're back in a 2-3 zone now. He'll push it over this time to Gillum. Gillum with the ball. Drops it inside to Owens. Back out. Gillum with the ball. Brings it back out. You've got, that is Bailey Gillum. You still got Colin Gillum in the game as well. 2:10 left to go here in the first half. Cookeville by 1. They'll take it down the corner. Colin Gillum. He'll go inside to Reeves. Reeves puts up an air ball, but it goes off the hands of Roger Meadows and out of bounds. He couldn't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds, and here comes Cookeville with the ball underneath their own basket. Set to trigger will be Hall, and now Brown's trying to come back in the game. Brown is going to be not let in this time. It will be Hall to bring it in. Hall's going to lob it into Reeves. Reeves with the ball. Reeves will back it out. Give it up to Hall. Down to under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 27-26, Cookeville by 1. With the ball right side now is Hall. Hall sends it over to Gillum. Gillum going to drive down in, dumps it over, knocked away. Jay Rich almost had it, then driving, putting it up, and scoring will be Owen. Owen got free, got the loose ball and had a lane and lays it up and in. It's a 3-point lead now for Cookeville with 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Ball goes over to Nick Smith. Nick Smith cross-courts it to Roger Meadows. Meadows with the ball, back out front now to Rich, over to Smith. Nick Smith with the ball, back up to Roger Meadows. Meadows back over to Smith, down low to Noah Smith, up to Nick. Nick with the ball. Nick going to drive down, give it out to Noah. Noah to tie the game. Good. There's Noah stopping that one as he drops it home, and the Dragons tied at 29 apiece with 60 seconds to play in the first half. 1 minute left to go in the first half, and Cookeville with the basketball. Tie ball game, 29-29. Front court will come Owen. Stockton Owen with the basketball. Owen working out front. Owen looking to make a move now. Takes it over right side, gives it off to Hall. Hall with the ball. He'll take the jumper. It's going to be short. Rebound Nick Smith. Over to Meadows, and York now with the ball and 30 seconds to play. Now driving Roger Meadows with the left hand. No good. Rebound taken by Gillum. And Gillum took a step before he took off. No call on that one, but Gillum took a great big step before he put the ball down. And Cookeville now will go for the last shot of the quarter. 16 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. As Gillum trying to make a move. Gillum against the headings. Can't get the shot off. Hall's going to take it at the buzzer. No good. Ain't nothing settled here, folks. We go to the half. Knotted at 29 apiece. Back in a moment.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
And halftime of this one, and at the half, York and Cookeville, nothing settled after 16 minutes as they have a 29-29 score. Joining me now, Coach Michael Green, who's the Lady Dragons coach. Had a tough night here tonight.
Real rough third quarter there, Gary. That's 2 nights in a row we came out sluggish, I guess you could say, third quarter. And I think that was a turning point. Third quarter just killed us.
We need a hockey schedule so we can play 3 quarters, right? Skip that third quarter?
Yeah, skip the third. That's my fault. I've got to figure out a way, figure out what we need to do, to come out, focus third quarter, and, not turn the ball over 2 straight trips. And offensive rebounds killed us. We kept them off the glass the whole first half, and then it just seemed like, they were getting 2 and 3 shots a trip, that third quarter. Hadn't been disappointed with the effort all season until, that third quarter tonight was, just couldn't find 5 that, would get after it. I don't know what happened, but, that's on me. I've got to find out what the problem is and get it fixed.
Coach, it seemed that in that third quarter, you couldn't buy one. You're getting good production out of Johnson, but the rest of the team not putting up a whole lot of points.
No, and I told the girls, I said it would have been different if they made an adjustment defensively. They did the exact same thing. Our plan after the half was if they don't change it up, do what we had already done the first half, which was successful, but do it even better. And, we didn't do that. It was we did much worse. And but just the effort, though, that third quarter, it's on me. I've got to get us coming out of the tunnel right there, to start the third, coming out focused. And we've not done that the last 2 nights.
Coach, you left a few points still at the free throw line tonight.
If you've got any secrets on foul shots, I'd like to know. We're it's not because we're not shooting them. I mean, maybe we're shooting too many of them during practice. I don't know how to solve that. I think most of it's probably mental. We got to clear our head when we get to the line, and some of it may be fatigue, but we got to fix that too.
Coach, I started to say it seemed like on a few of the shots a little short and stuff, especially some of the three balls you were putting up were a little bit short, and that could be attributed to the fact that you played a good team last night as well.
Well, yeah, we played that side of the bench last night. And then, Cookeville's running guards, 5 guards. And, we had, our big girls. I told them, I was like, I can't get you in because they've got 5 guards out there. We've got to be able to guard the perimeter. And it kind of hurt us in the second half, rebounding-wise. But you got to kind of pick and choose. You're going to give up layups, offensive rebounds. But, that third quarter, that really killed us.
Coach, this gets real now. You got the district action coming up on Friday night. DeKalb County, a team that's hurting a little bit, but it's one you need to. It would be a great time right now to pick up a win on the road.
We need to win. We need to win badly. I've told the girls losing. It doesn't matter who we're playing. Losing's not acceptable. We understand that we're going to take some bumps, but you never accept losing. We need to start off. We need to put this behind us and start off. Friday night, start our first district game, get a win down there, and then we'll forget about tonight if that happens.
Coach, if you can steal a win on the road in this district, you need to take it.
We'll take a win, however we can get it right now. We've got Cannon Tuesday, so it would be good to go into Cannon Tuesday, 1-0, but we're not looking past anything. But we're going to spend these next 2 days focusing on the cab, and hopefully, we'll be able to execute for 4 quarters, which we've not been able to do yet. And it'll be interesting also, Coach. That'll be your first road game of the season. We've not been on the road. That's going to be an interesting little trip. It'll be my first trip with them as far on the bus, just a new experience and all that. Hopefully we can be more focused than we have been coming out of halftime. Maybe we'll show up ready to play and get us a good win. Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Tough loss here tonight, but best of luck as you head down to DeKalb County and open up this district season. All right, appreciate it, Gary. And that was Coach Michael Green, whose Lady Dragons came up a little short tonight. We're at halftime of this one, and at the half, it is all knotted at 29 apiece. Ain't nothing settled in this one, folks, as we got the second half coming up here in just time now for the Old Ben Franklin halftime stats, brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Fords are cheaper in the country, folks, so head on over to Wartburg.
Hello, folks. This is Bruce Babb, GM Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And as this holiday season is rapidly approaching, we have got some unbelievable deals on new Ford cars and trucks. We got 5 new Ford Fiesta SEs, was $17,350, now $12,892. We've got new Ford Ranger crew cab trucks, XLTs, 4-wheel drive, was $39,400. You can buy it now for $31,300. New Ford F-150s, over $13,000 off MSRP. We have finance rates as low as 0%, and we have financing for everyone. We say yes when others say no. Our customer satisfaction rating is in the top 2% of our dealer group. Come in and let us show you why. We have a great selection of pre-owned cars with over 12 cars and trucks under $10,000. If we don't have what you're looking for, we'll find it for you. So come and see us or call us at 1-877-NEW-FORD or visit us online at www.obenfranklinford.com. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
And back here at halftime of this one, as we said, ain't nothing settled here as we're at a 29-all tie as we got the second half coming up here in just a moment. Let's take a look at the stats from this one. York being paced by Roger Meadows with 13 points. And then behind him, you've got Noah Smith with 5. You've got 4 points each for Riley Cooper and Chase Rich off the bench. Big 4 points for him. Nick Smith had a 3 in that first half. For Cookeville, they have a very balanced attack. They got 9 points from Stockton Owen. Then it's 5 for Lucas Reeves. It was 4 apiece for Zach Hall and Will Horner. 3 for Braden Brown. 2 each for Bailey Gillum and Colin Gillum. So pretty balanced attack by the Cookeville squad. And, of course, York led by their big 4 and then got some big help from Chase Rich. A good half from him in this first half. So we're at halftime of this one, and York actually led 17-15 at the end of one, and they were outscored 14 to 12 in that second quarter, and that's where we sit at the half. We are all knotted at a total of 29 apiece. Our halftime stats being brought to you by the good folks at Old Ben Franklin Ford. Fords are just cheaper in the country. Don't go away. We'll take a look at some other scores we got coming up here in just a moment. But right now, let's take a word from Old Ben Franklin.
Hello, folks. This is Bruce Babb, GM, Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And as this holiday season is rapidly approaching, we have got some unbelievable deals on new Ford cars and trucks. We got 5 new Ford Fiesta SEs, was $17,350, now $12,892. We've got new Ford Ranger crew cab trucks, XLTs, 4-wheel drive, was $39,400. You can buy it now for $31,300. New Ford F-150s, over $13,000 off MSRP. We have finance rates as low as 0%, and we have financing for everyone. We say yes when others say no. Our customer satisfaction rating is in the top 2% of our dealer group. Come in and let us show you why. We have a great selection of pre-owned cars with over 12 cars and trucks under $10,000. If we don't have what you're looking for, we'll find it for you. So come and see us or call us at 1-877-NEW-FORD or visit us online at www.obenfranklinford.com. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
Back here at York Institute, well, of course, here at the halftime, it's tied at 29 apiece. The York girls falling earlier in the opening game. And let's see, I was going to see what the score, I remember exactly what the score was. It was 50-39 in that one. Cookeville taking the girls contest. Clark Range girls all over Cumberland County tonight as they won 79-53. Clark Range girls rolling over Cumberland County girls tonight. And we understand the second string for Clark Range, their subs, played the last 11 minutes of that game. So it was a good night for the Lady Buffaloes. Get a lot of kids some playtime tonight. Here, though, it doesn't look like we're going to get any playtime in for anybody in this one, as it looks like it's going to go down to the wire as we're knotted at 29 apiece here at the half. York taking on the Cookeville Cavaliers. York needing to get something started. A little bit slow to start this first half. They didn't start off really well in the first half last night either, but then came on the second half and was like gangbusters. Had a great second half and picked up a lead and held on to it and pulled away for about a 6-point win last night over Stone Memorial. Here, though, York goes into the half all knotted at 29 apiece as last night at halftime. Just since we got a second, we'll look back at halftime of that one. It was 34-26 Stone last night at halftime. York with the ball to start this second half. They'll come back with the starters. You've got Meadows, Smith and Smith. You've got Jennings and Cooper. As Meadows is going to step over the line. He stepped back over the line. Nobody come out to help him. Good double team by Cookeville to get the turnover. For Cookeville, Brown, you've got Hall, you've got Owen, you've got Gillum and Reeves in the ball game. Starting 5 for them as well, starting the second half. A good defensive stand right off the bat. As in the front court comes Hall. Hall come around the pick, and we got a moving pick on Brown. Brown didn't think so, but Brown was actually walking along with the pick, and you can't do that. So that's going to be a foul on Brown. Brown's second of the night. York with the ball and a chance to take the lead. 29-29, 7.5 left to go here in the quarter as with the basketball is Meadows. Meadows right side, looking inside, gives it out to Noah Smith. Noah for a three, no good. Rebound Brown. Brown going to push it up quickly to Gillum. Gillum going to drive in. Gillum's going to score. Bailey Gillum with 2 as he gets the layup, and Cookeville takes the early lead here in the third quarter. Meadows with the half-court trap, gets it up this time to Jennings. Jennings with it. Jennings down to Smith. Noah with the ball. Back up to Jennings. Jennings back over to Meadows. Meadows works it right side off inside to Cooper. Cooper with the ball. Riley had it stripped, and we're going to foul number 3 on Brown. Braden Brown on the hack. That's going to bring Horner back in the ball game, and Riley will go to the line. We're going to say Riley was in the act of shooting. We'll take it. Riley at the line. Can tie this ball game. First one, good. As Riley will try the second one here, try to tie it. Doesn't get it. Rebound taken away by Owen. Owen with the basketball in the front court. Owen working out front. Owen drives down. He'll go solo, take it off the glass. No good, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds off of Owen. Cooper had it but couldn't hang on to it, and then Owen kicked it out of bounds. York with the ball. York will work it in. They'll give it in to Cooper. Cooper back to Meadows, and Meadows with the basketball. Over now to Cooper. Cooper throws it away. Try to get Jordan, or try to get over to Jennings, and Jennings cut the wrong way, or cut the right way. I'm not sure. The ball went to where he was at instead of where he went to. And the ball comes into Hall. Hall with the ball, and Cookeville with a 1-point lead. Front court comes Hall. Hall. Right side comes around the pick. Cut off. Hall guarded by Meadows. Backs it out. 6:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Hall with the ball, left side. Throws it down low to Owen. Owen spins in the lane, puts up the junk hook. Good, and he's fouled. Are they going to count it? And we'll see here if they're going to count it. They do. So they're going to give Owen the and one. Owen will go the line with the and one here. Owen will step to the line for the and one. 3-point lead now as back in comes Chase Ridge. Chase Ridge comes in. Jennings goes out. And the free throw is good by Owen, so it's now a 2-point lead for the Cavaliers. And now Smith gets it down low and knocked away from behind. York trails by 3, 34, actually by 4. That's what I thought it was. 34-30 should be the score, and it's 6:04 to go in the first quarter. Ball comes in. Nick Smith for a 3. Good. St. Nick delivers with a big 3, and back comes Cookeville quickly in the front court. They'll cross-court it to Hall. Hall drives down, cut off. Hall takes it baseline, kicks it out now to Owen. Owen for the jumper, way off the mark. Rebound pulled by Meadows. Meadows a long pass to Nick Smith. He's got the step and the layup. Pretty pass from Meadows. Good layup by Smith, and York has a 1-point lead. York with 5 unanswered, and they take back the lead with 5.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. They'll work it over to Horner. Horner with the ball. Down now to Gillum. Gillum wide open for a 3. In and out, no good. And Horner absolutely pushed off on that one. Horner put both hands on Smith and shoved him. That one I could have called, and I'm sitting this far away from it. As now it'll be Colin Gillum replacing Bailey Gillum. So I'm not sure if they're brothers or not, but we got a replacement of one for the other, so Gillum for Gillum. And York with the ball in a 1-point lead with 5:18 to go here in the third quarter. Meadows gives it over now to Rich. Rich with the ball. Back up to Smith. Over to Meadows. Meadows back to Smith. Nick with the ball. Nick gives it over to Meadows. Meadows over to Rich. Meadows back inside to Nick Smith. Nick Smith puts it up, blocked by Horner. Horner gets the block. And coming away with it, Hall. Hall with the ball. Chance for Cookeville to take the lead. Gillum drives in. Gillum throws it low and right off the foot of Reeves. Pass too low. Reeves could have called that one to save his soul, I don't believe. As that one right at his feet. And I think we got a timeout called by Cookeville. Full timeout. We'll take it with them as York leads by 1 with 4:46 to go in the third.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
Medicare Part D open enrollment starts October 15th and runs through December 7th. Hall Family Pharmacy would like to remind you that everyone should get their plans reviewed this year, and using an independent pharmacy like Hall Family Pharmacy can help you get a cheaper plan, so you will be saving money and shopping local. With Hall Family Pharmacy, you can lower your copays, speak directly to a pharmacist, and choose the best coverage for you. Make an appointment today, or walk-ins are welcome Monday through Saturday. Call Hall Family Pharmacy for more details at 879-9997.
And don't forget Hall's new winter hours, Monday through Friday, 8 till 7, Saturday, 8 till 4.
Well, we got 4:46 left to go right here in this one, and it's a 1-point York leading York with the basketball. That half-court trap, York over to Meadows. Meadows off to Nick Smith. Nick for a three, no good. Rebound pulled by Owen. Owen with the basketball, and here comes the Cavaliers. They'll give it down quickly to Gillum. Colin Gillum inside. Good pass. Count it, and he is fouled by Rich. Chase Rich going to pick up the foul. And that will be 2 for Owen. Owen got the pass right back, and now will go for the natural three. Can give his team a 2-point lead. Stockton Owen drills the free throw. It's now a 2-point lead for Cookeville. Owen with 15 points in the game now. Meadows going to kick it over to Cooper. Cooper down to Rich. Rich trying to get underneath to Smith. Back out to Rich. Off to Cooper. Cooper has it stripped. And then we're going to have kicking the ball on Cooper. It'll go to Cookeville. York has got to quit taking that ball down low when they get it inside. It'll be with the basketball. Coming up the court will be Hall. Hall with the ball. Hall works it across the timeline. Hall looks to come around the peg, backs it out. Inside to Horner. Horner with ball. Horner traveled with it. No call. Now Horner will throw up a wild shot. Rebound Gilliam, and then he bounces it off his foot out of bounds. Gilliam, coach saying, put it back up. Coach Bird saying, put it back up. As now it's a 2-point lead for Cookeville, and York with the basketball. Cookeville dropping out of that half-court trap now. Give it over to Nick Smith. Nick back up to Meadows. Meadows with the ball over to Rich. Rich back up to Meadows. Meadows off now to Noah Smith. Noah with the ball back cross court to Meadows. Meadows going to drive down in. Meadows a little floater, won't go. Rebound pulled by Horner. Horner with the ball, and Horner's going to be fouled by Meadows. Meadows went for the strip, picks up the personal. 2 on Roger. 3:22 to go in the third quarter. A 2-point Cookeville lead. York looking maybe a little bit tired after last night's game with Stone Memorial. I understand York had not played in over a week, and then they played last night, now back to action tonight. And Cookeville leads them by 2 with 3:10 left to go here in the quarter. Cookeville with the ball, gives it over to number 11. That is Reeves. Reeves back up front now to Gillum. Gillum with the basketball. Gillum against Rich. Steps back, fires the jumper. Good. Gillum with 2 more. Colin Gillum has 4 in the game, and that's what Cookeville leads by. There comes that half-court trap. This time Roger splits it. And going up is Cooper to lay it up and in. Riley for the 2, and back comes Cookeville the other way. Driving down low, they'll kick it in the corner. Horner. Horner for a 3 is good, and Horner gets a big basket. And now it's a lead of 5 for Cookeville. Cookeville with a nickel advantage. 2:23 to play. They'll give it over to Nick Smith. Nick with the ball. Comes back to Rich. Rich with the ball. Back over to Nick. Cross courts it now to Roger Meadows. Meadows down on the baseline. Cut off, gives it out to Cooper. Cooper back to Meadows. Meadows for 3. No good. Rebound, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Noah Smith. Let's get Noah for the reach around. Noah picks up his second personal. And we're going to have a timeout called by York. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. 2:06 to go in the third. and it's a 5-point Cookeville lead.
On the 12th day of Christmas, Twin Lakes gave to me.
Twin Lakes is celebrating their customers this holiday season with 12 days of giving. There will be over 70 winners with names drawn every day. Visit any of our Twin Lakes offices or online at www.twinlakes.net to register. All entries will be accepted through December 16th. To increase your chances of winning, enter every day, twice a day. Winners will be announced on our Facebook page, so don't forget to follow us. Learn more at www.twinlakes.net.
As we get back to action, it will be Cookeville basketball. They have the lead now as York struggling shooting the ball tonight. A lot of their stuff a little short. That's sometimes a sign of fatigue, so we'll see if that is a factor here for York as we've got a quarter and about 2 minutes, about 10 minutes to go, and the clock needs to stop. And the clock hadn't started yet. Now it starts. Cookeville with the ball. They'll give it over to Reeves. Reeves with the ball. Reeves working it, backs it in, backs it out. Gives it over this time to Owen. Owen with the ball off to Reeves. Now to Horner, now to Owen. Owen looking for a cutter, gives it out front to Gillum. Gillum with a shot, no good. Rebound tipped out by Cooper in the corner. It'll be saved by Cookeville. They'll kick it over to Horner. Horner got it off to Hall, and Hall with the ball. 90 seconds to go here in quarter number 3, a 5-point Cookeville lead. Cookeville looking to sweep York tonight. The girls won 50-39. As now the ball goes inside to Stockton, and Stockton has his shot rejected. The second block of the night by Riley Cooper. And now it will be to work it in, number 20, Gillum. Gillum looking to bring it in. Works it into Hall. Hall's shot rejected by Meadows. So York with another block. York definite size advantage in this ball game. It'll be Gillum to bring it in. Gillum down in the corner, this time to Reeves. Reeves with the ball. Reeves backs it out. 69 seconds left to go, and here the York faithful back to our backs. With the ball is Horner. Horner working out. Horner going to drive. Horner goes off the glass and good. Horner's having a good ball. He's got 9 on the night. It's a 7-point lead. It's probably the biggest lead of the night by either team. Rich with the ball. Gives it over to Smith. Nick with the ball. Nick cross-courts it over to Meadows. Meadows with the ball. Gives it off to Rich. Inside to Noah Smith. Noah with the basketball. Kicks it over to Meadows. Meadows back over to Nick Smith. Now to Meadows. Down inside, stolen away. Good anticipation that time by the Cavaliers. They'll work it out quickly to Owen. Owen up good, no good. Rebound Rich. Rich off to Meadows. Meadows to Nick Smith. Nick will stop. Nick will pop. Nick will score. St. Nick delivers again. He's got 11 on the night. Now back the other way out. Oh, a blocking foul. Oh, the York fans really didn't like that call. As Owen went down in, Owen put out an arm and shoved off. That was pretty obvious. I'm not sure this official's watching the same game we were. But the foul goes against Nick Smith. That'll be his second of the ball game, or third of the ball game. Nick picks up his third personal. As in will come Jonathan Headings. Headings will check in. 44-39, a 5-point Cookeville lead. And they have the ball. York trailing by 5 here. As they're cleaning up the floor, and now in will come Headings, and out will come Cooper. Riley will come out of the game, and back in will come Headings. Headings. Watching for Horner. Horner, I get a screen, and wide open is Owen for the layup. Owen got the layup. He was wide open. Now a long shot by York at the buzzer. No good. We're through 3. Into 3. Cookeville has a nickel lead on York. It's 44-39. Headed into the 4th.
Confidence. the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clark Range Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clark Range Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clark Range Drug Center, always earning your confidence.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
As we said, get back to action. This is the final frame of this one, and Cookeville has the ball to start this final quarter, and they lead by 7, 46-39. You forgot to put the score up till after that, so Cookeville outscoring York 17-2, 17-10 in that quarter. With the ball out front is Hall. Hall with the ball. And Cookeville going to try to draw York out into a man-to-man. As Hall just sitting out here dribbling. And now York will switch to a man-to-man. Hall with the ball. Hall working it over the right side. Hall looking to drive. Drives all the way in. All the way through. Gives out to Gillum. Gillum for a three. No good. Rebound. Good box out there by Jacob Jennings. And around the back play. What a play by Headings. Headings almost lost the ball. Took it around the back as Meadows with the ball out to Nick Smith. Nick's going to drive down, and Nick's going to be fouled, and that's going to be by Gillum. Can't believe that one, but he got all of his arm. I'm not sure why Colin Gillum was upset about that one. Definite foul there as he grabbed his arm, jerked it out, and now it's going to be York basketball. Brown going to come back in. Brown had to sit a while as he picked up his third personal early here in the third quarter. York with the basketball into Meadows. Meadows back up front to Nick Smith. Nick with the ball. Down inside to Noah. Noah's going to take it up strong. He'll score, and he's fouled. Horner going to pick up his third. Strong move by Noah Smith as he gets the two. And it's back to a 5-point game, and he's got the and one. Can cut it to 4. Noah Smith at the line. Can cut it to 4. Missed it, though. Rebound taken away this time by Reeves. Reeves up to Brown. Brown with the ball. Brown going to take the jumper. Good. Brown, fresh off the bench, knocks it down. It's back to a 7-point game. Under 7 minutes to go as Smith with the ball back to Meadows. Meadows a little jumper. Good. Roger answers right back. And we're back to a 5-point ball game. Hall with the ball. Over to Reeves. Reeves way out front, guarded by Noah Smith. Reeves looking to drive. Reeves kicks it out in the corner to Horner. Horner for a three. No good. Rebound taken away. Blocked. Good job by Jennings. Jennings with a block on Owen, and here comes York. Meadows stops. Meadows pops. No good. Rebound tipped out and knocked away. It's on the floor. Jennings comes up with it. Jennings with the ball out to Meadows, and Meadows with the basketball over to Smith. Nick going to drive. Nick going to take it up, and he's going to be fouled. And that'll be Horner, I believe, on the foul. Horner going to pick up foul number 4, so he's on the brink of extinction. And that'll send Nick to the line. Nick with a chance to cut into this lead with the free throws, and no time going off the clock. Free throw, good. He's got 11. Cooper's going to come back in. Headings will go out. 4-point game, and Nick can cut it to 3 with this one. Second one, good. Nick drops them both, and it's a 3-point ball game. 6 minutes to go in this one. A lot of basketball left, folks. Reeves with the basketball. Reeves out front. Reeves gives it off to Brown. Brown bobbles it a bit. Now has it knocked away. Gets it back. Now will take the jumper, and it's blocked by Jennings. And they're going to whistle Jennings for the foul. Jennings looked like he got the block, but they're going to call a foul on him, so Rich is going to come back in. Rich will re-enter the lineup. Chase will come in, and Jacob will go out. At the line, Brown. Free throw, good. Brown, a pure shooter, folks. One of the best-looking shots I've seen in a while. He'll step back to the line. Brown. Second one, no good. Rebound, Noah Smith. Noah with the basketball, a 4-point game now. Nick Smith with the ball back to Roger. Roger with the ball back up to Nick. They got to get across the timeline, take it over to Roger. Roger across the timeline. In the front court, drives down. Roger all the way in, no good, but he's fouled. And let go against Hall, I believe. Double deuces, that's Hall. Hall's first foul of the night. Roger at the line. We're going to have a timeout called by Cookeville. Timeout on the floor. 5:40 to play. It's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, your local hometown store, proudly supporting our hometown Buffaloes and Dragons. Co-op wishes you a winning season, one game at a time. Co-op, your first choice for farm, home, lawn and garden, and a gift shop for giving and decorating needs. Co-op, serving this area for 70 years with quality products. That's your Co-op, located just 2 miles south of Jamestown.
.540 left in regulation. We got a 4-point Cookeville lead, but at the line, Roger Meadows to try to cut into that. Roger missed his last free throw. We'll step to the line for this one. We'll have a pair of them here. Can cut this to a one-possession game, and does with the first one. It's a 3-point ball game. Can cut it to 1 or to 2 with this one. Gillum going to come in, and out will go Horner. Horner's got 4 fouls, so Gillum will re-enter the lineup, and now you got that is number 10 Gillum in. That is Bailey Gillum as Meadows second rolls and drops. Roger got a whole lot of rim, but drops it home, and it's back to a 2-point ball game. 5.5 left to go in this one. 49-47. With the basketball is Owen. Owen will swing down the corner, and we're going to have they're going to count the 3, and we're going to have a foul on. So Brown's going to get the 3. That makes it a 5-point ball game. And going to the line will be number 11 for a 1-and-1. Reeves will go to the line. He's not been there tonight. He can make this a 7-point ball game, a 3-possession game. Let's swing here, as this could be a 5-point swing here if he knocks these down. They gave the 3 ball to Braden Brown. And now Gillum going to get a 1-and-1 situation here. Free throw, no good though. Rebound is Cooper. Cooper with the board, and here come the Dragons. York trailing by 5. Ball goes over to Smith, now down to Noah Smith, back up to Meadows. Meadows back to Nick Smith. Nick will drive the baseline, throws it away. I'm not sure who that was going to, but they threw it away, and back comes Hall the other way. Hall's shot rejected, as it's going to be out of bounds as Meadows put that one down with some authority on that one. As it's going to be out of bounds back to Cookeville, but Meadows came down and rejected that one with some 4s. 5:04 to go in the game, and they'll lob it in out front to Gillum. Gillum with the ball. Gillum over to Hall, and Hall back it out as we go into the 5-minute mark. Hall with the ball. Hall gives it off this time to Gillum. Gillum back to Hall. Hall inside to Owen. Owen goes up. No good, as just enough tip by Rich for Cooper to get a good job of Chase Rich to tip that to Cooper. York with the ball. Down the corner is Smith. Back up to Meadows. Off to Rich. Rich on the left side. Rich back out front to Smith. Over to Meadows. Inside to Riley, and Riley's going to be fouled. And Brown's going to pick up his 4th personal. So Brown's on the right. Now we got a technical. And who are they going to whistle that one in? They're going to whistle the technical, I believe, against number 11. Or if that's Brown, that's number 11 picks up the technical. Brown picks up his fourth, and Lucas Reeves picks up the technical. So Reeves picks up the technical. He had something to say afterwards, and the official did not like it. So at the line will be Roger Meadows. This could be a big swing for the Dragons. As let's see, it will be Meadows at the stripe. Meadows will have a 1-and-1 here. First one, no good. He's going to keep Roger at the line for the two-shot technical. So what could have been a 4-point swing now can still be a 2-point, and York with the basketball. Hits the front end, it will have one more. 52-48, a 4-point ball game. Roger, the second one, good. Roger hits 2 out of 3, and it's back to a 3-point ball game. And York gets the basketball, so this could be a huge swing here. With a 3-ball, York could tie this game. They'll work it into Meadows. Meadows with the ball. Roger out front. Gives it over to Cooper. Now off to Smith. Smith gives it out front to Rich. Back over to Smith. Nick with the basketball. Nick looking, gives it over to Noah. Noah back out front to Roger. Roger with the ball. Gives it over now to Nick Smith. Back cross court to Meadows. Roger with the ball inside to Cooper. Cooper out to Nick Smith. Nick Smith. Off to Cooper. Cooper back out front to Rich. Over to Meadows. Meadows going to drive the baseline and scores. Big basket by Roger. And it's a 1-point game with 3:48 to play. Back the other way now will come Hall with the ball. Hall out front. Hall working, gives it over to Gillum. Gillum back out front now to Hall. Hall with the ball. Works it back top of the key. Hall to the left side to Gillum. Gillum drive in. He puts up the runner. Good, and he's fouled. Count the basket. And that's going to go against Roger Meadows. That's Roger's third, and Gillum goes to the line for the natural 3. Big shot by this young man. He's come off the bench, give him a big lift. It's up by 3, by 4. He hits the and one, and now it's 55-51 with 3:15 to go in regulation. Meadows over to Smith. Smith inside to Noah Smith. Back out to Rich. Rich for a 3, short, and it goes off the hands of York, out of bounds. Just short as Rich stiffened just a bit on that. Jennings going to re-enter the lineup. 4-point lead now for the Cavaliers. Out front is Hall. Hall looking to drive. Hall with the ball. Drives in, backs out. Hall looking to make a move down the lane. Dumps it inside. Whoa, Gillum took about 2 steps. Oh, they didn't call that one, as Gillum took a step when he caught the ball. And that's going to be the 4th on Roger. Roger has 4 with 2:49 to play. At the line, Bailey Gillum, first one, good. Shooters up, rolls and drops. 5-point lead now for Cookeville. Rich comes out, Jennings re-enters. And a stop and play here. I'm not sure what the stop and play is. I've got Meadows for 4. I think the Cookeville the Cookeville scorekeeper had him for 5. So it's going to be 4, and that's going to send Gillum back to the line for the other one. Gillum, free throw, good. He hits both ends of it. It's a 6-point lead as York got it back to within 1, but can get no closer. As York with the basketball, looking to work it in. They'll look down inside, kick it back out front to Jennings. Jennings with the ball. Jennings going to throw it. Jennings over to Meadows. Meadows drops it off to Riley Cooper. He'll take it up and stick it home. Good job by Cooper. Good job by Jennings not to walk with it. As Jennings able to keep his pivot foot, and now we're down to a 4-point game with 2:20 to go. Hall with the ball way out front. Hall's going to come around. Hall's going to drive all the way to the rack and get the easy basket. Hall got the easy, too, and it's back to a 6-point lead. Meadows with the ball over to Cooper. Cooper off to Nick Smith. Now off to Meadows. Meadows going to drive in, kicks it over to Jennings. Jennings crosses it over to Smith. Nick with the ball. Nick down to Meadows. Meadows inside to Noah. And Noah's going to be fouled by Horner, and Horner's done for the night. If that's Horner, Horner's got his night over with. And he's going to finish the ball game with 9 points on the night. So Horner becomes the first casualty of this one. Horner's going to foul out. And that'll bring in, back in the ball game, will come Lucas Reeves. Reeves sat down after he got the technical earlier. And now he comes back in with a $1:48. And we got timeout called by York. Timeout, 1:48 to go. It's 59-53, Cookeville.
When it comes to watching sports, there's no telling what you'll hear.
No.
But when you order Pizza Hut for the game, you know exactly what you'll hear.
What the? Oh, that looks fantastic.
Your favorite pizza.
Ooh.
Those awesome wings.
What?
Plus sides and desserts.
Yeah.
All waiting at pizzahut.com. So order now, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Huh. What game?
Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charges not a driver tip.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
Well, 1 minute and 48 seconds left in this one. Noah Smith going to go to the line, and Noah with an opportunity to cut this back to a 4-point ball game. First one, no good. Boy, York's leaving some at the line here tonight. Big free throw miss there. York has possible 4 points they've left in the line, and he missed both ends of it. 59-53, still a 2-possession ball game, but it's a 6-point game now. As with the ball, Gilliam going to drive in. Gilliam's pass almost stolen. Hall comes up with it. Hall with the ball, drives down. Hall going to bring it around now as they're going to let the air out of it. They get to Reeves. Reeves off a low to Gilliam. Gilliam wide open underneath is the other Gilliam for 2. And that makes it an 8-point ball game. York got to come up quickly now as Meadows, the jumper, rolls and drops. Roger with 2 more. And now some full court pressure. York's got to come up and get him. York's stepping back and just letting him walk up the floor as now they'll get it over to Owen. Owen back up to Hall. Hall with the ball. 63 seconds to go. Hall will drive down, drive through. Kicks it back out front. York needs a stop here. They need to get the ball back. And now they're going to have to foul as with the ball is and Rogers got 4, so he can't foul anybody. And now Cooper going to run out here, and Cooper's going to get the foul. York let a lot of time run off the clock. Coach Tage yelling foul, but Roger couldn't foul. He's got 4. And that's going to send Bailey Gillum to the line. He's 2 of 2 on the night. He's perfect from the stripe. And he's got 2 as York's in the double bonus. York trails by 6. It could be a 3-possession game with one of these. And he's got the first one. It's a 7-point lead now for Cookeville. And some of the crowd starting to file out now as second one is good. Nothing but cut by Gillum. It's an 8-point game now with 43 seconds. Meadows going to come on the run. Meadows straight in off the glass and good. Roger with 2 more. Back to 6, and we're going to have a foul on Nick Smith. Nick's going to pick up his 4th personal, so Nick's on the brink of extinction. And going to the line will be 22 Hall. And now Rich will come in. And now we see Rich probably come in for Jennings with 33.6 seconds. First free throw, no good, so York gets a break there. Still a 2-possession game. Rich will step back in, and out will come Jennings. And we got timeout called by York. Timeout with 33-6 left to go on this one. We'll take it with them as York trails 63-57.
This is Jeannie Hall, inviting you to come check out our all-new Hall Sports and Outdoor store, now open in downtown Jamestown. At Hall Sports and Outdoors, we are your regional destination for everything you need for the woods and on the field. We have game day gear featuring your favorite local and regional teams, camping and hunting gear, and gifting ideas with popular brands like Costa, Timberland, Volunteer Traditions, and more. Hall Sports and Outdoors is located on the corner of South Main Street and Livingston Avenue, across from the courthouse. Stop by and see what everyone is cheering about at Hall Sports and Outdoors.
As we get set to get back to action, Cookeville with a 6-point lead, and a big free throw here by Hall can make it a 4-point game, but he steps up. He just missed his last one. So we see what he does here. Let's see if we had any other scores of interest for us. Right at the moment, just Macon County leading Clay 58-37 in girls. I don't even think we have a final on that one. We'll get to boys here in a minute. At the line will be Hall. Second one, no good. York's the door still open. York needs a quick 3 ball. York with the basketball. It'll be Meadows driving coast to coast and scores. Meadows with 2 more. It's a 4-point game. They got to foul quickly. Go after that whoever got the ball, and that's going to be Gillum. And Gillum's probably not the player you want to foul. But Gillum will go to the line for 2. And trying to see if we can find some boys scores, and nope, don't see any scores at the moment, as free throw by Gillum is good. Gillum knocks the first one down. It's back to a 5-point ball game. Second one, good as well. He hits both ends of it. Perfect on the 9. Back the other way, York with the ball. Meadows stops, fires a 3, no good. Rebound Hall. Hall going to kick it out long, and that's going to be wide open. Is number 11 Reeves for the layup, and that's going to be your ball game as Reeves drops that one home. York's got 3 seconds. They'll throw it out front to Meadows, and that's your ball game. Cookeville comes in and sweeps York tonight. The boys take the nightcap, 67-59. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back for more in a moment.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
Crisp air, cool breeze, fall leaves. All the things autumn brings. It also brings Carrier's Fall Cool Cash Rebate Promotion. Now until December 15th. Take advantage of discounts on select energy-efficient heating and air conditioning units with financing options to fit any budget. you'll be ready to jump into fall and tackle any weather that comes your way. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling for your free estimate today.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
State Representative John Mark Wendell is happy to be a supporter of the Fentress County sports programs. Participating in sports enables our young people to learn responsibility, teamwork, and sportsmanship, as well as promoting physical fitness. Also, John Mark Wendell is grateful for the opportunity to serve as your state representative and encourages you to contact him or his staff anytime that he can be of assistance. The very best to the Fentress County sports teams for a successful is the message from State Representative John Mark Wendell.
Well, back here, it's time for the Progressive postgame show. York swept here tonight by Cookeville as Cookeville takes both the boys and girls game in this one, and York comes up short in the boys game, 67-59. It's time. We'll take a quick timeout for a word from Progressive Savings Bank, and then we'll be back for a look at the stats right after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the Parent Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Well, the York Dragons and Lady Dragons swept tonight by Cookeville as the York boys fall in the final one, 67-59. Taking a look at the scoring, Roger Meadows with 27 points. Nick Smith had a dozen. Noah Smith held to only 7 points tonight. Riley Cooper had 9 and 4 in the game for Chase Rich off the bench. For Cookeville, they were paced by Stockton Owen with 17. They got 10 from Bailey Gillum, 9 for Braden Brown, 9 for Will Horner, 9 in the game for Colin Gillum, 7 in the game for Lucas Owens, and 6 in the game for Zach Hall on the night as Cookeville takes the nightcap by a final of 67-59. Now in the girls contest, York fell 50-39. It was Haley Johnson leading York with 19, 8 for Michaela Reagan, 4 in the game for Ellie Lefew, 3 for Sage Smith, 2 in the game for Gabby Beatty, and 2 for Lauren Show. While Cookeville was paced by KK Graves with 22 points. Then they had 5 each for Love, Webb, and Gillis. They had 4 in the game for Shipman, 2 for Maynard, 1 for Dunaway, and 3 in the game for Bailey Gillis. So York drops 2 here tonight. The Lady Dragons fall to 500 on the season at 2-2, while Cookeville improves to 5-1. In the boys contest, York falls to 2-2 as well, and Cookeville now goes to 3-3 on the season. So they both are at 500 for the year. Now these two teams will meet later in the year at Cookeville, and I believe we got the live broadcast of that. Well, let's take another time out and hopefully get to talk with Coach Russell Tays, and we'll take a look at what we got coming up this week. We got more games this week. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the Parent Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Well, the York Dragons and Lady Dragons come up short here tonight by finals of 67-59 in the boys, and in the girls it was 50-39. So York splits their 2 games the first this week. Boys, the girls drop both of them to AAA teams, with big DeKalb County games coming up on Friday night as they open district season down at DeKalb County. First road game of the year for the Dragons and Lady Dragons. Now our schedule for this week, coming up on Friday night, we will be out at Clark Range High School as the Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes take on Clay County. They open up their district season, and that should be some great basketball action. We'll have that one for you coming up here on WDEB on Friday. Now, then on Saturday, Be sure to be listening on Twin Lakes Cable Channel 954 as the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats host Whitwell. We'll have the live broadcast of that on our cable channel 954 out of Pickett County. Dale will have the call of that one. And then see next week on Monday night, we'll be on the road at Oneida. Then Tuesday night, we will be here with York hosting Cannon County. And Friday, we'll be at Pickett County for Clark Range and Pickett County. That's going to be a huge one coming up next week. But this week, we still got York, Clark Range and Clay County coming up on Friday night. And we will have, as I said, on the Twin Lakes Cable Channel 954, we have got Pickett County and Whitwell coming up on Saturday, so be sure to join us for that. Going to take another final timeout. Don't know if we're going to get a chance to talk with Coach Russell Tays. Hopefully we will. If we don't, we'll catch him later. But right now, let's take a break, and we'll be back with more in a moment.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And right back here at York Institute, where York is swept tonight by Cookeville. Cookeville comes in, takes 2 from the Dragons and Lady Dragons. And as we said, their next action will be on Friday as they will be at DeKalb County for first game of the District 8 AA action coming up on Friday. So be sure to head down and support the Dragons and Lady Dragons as they take on DeKalb County. And I see Coach Russell Tays making his way over here, so we'll get a chance to talk with him for a moment. And then we will get on out of here. We still got our Halls Player of the Games to be announced. And we will get that here in just a few minutes. But first, get a chance to talk with Coach Russell Tays. And join us now, Coach Russell Tays. And, Coach, tough one here tonight. Your boys gave it everything they could, but just couldn't come up with a win over Cookeville.
Yeah, Gary, we had opportunities. I know coming off the game last night, we were a little bit tired, maybe a little mental fatigue, and I think we tried. We gave pretty good effort. We made one run at them there and got it back tight, maybe tied it up. I can't remember. I think we gave pretty good effort there at the end. But again, I'm like this. We tried to warn them today. This is going to be a tough test for us this week. It's going to be a tough test, and I felt like that, this was one we could have got, but it was going to take some toughness and some heart, and, I think we did at times. We looked like we did and had some heart and tried to battle. But as a group, when you hit these rough spots like this, you've got to make sure that you're it's going to be a heart check. It's going to be a gut check, and I don't want to be too hard on them, but we just didn't do what we needed to do. That's how I feel about it.
Coach, it seemed even though you had the size advantage, they were getting a lot of offensive boards. They were getting a lot of second and third shots.
Yeah, that's just lack of aggressiveness. We had no aggressiveness throughout most of the night. We got a little aggressive there in the fourth quarter, but very passive in how we played. We just like we were, we just mentally weren't ready. And I'm just one of those that if you're not mentally ready before the game starts, you're going to you can't turn it on off. You can't go in there and think you can just turn it on and when you need to and win the game. If the other team is any good at all or a pretty good ball team, handle it. You just can't turn it on off. And hopefully this is a learning experience for us. We got a good group. I love every one of them. Want nothing more than to see them have a great year this year. But this was a test for us, and I think we got to learn from it, and we got to move on. We got a big district game Friday night with DeKalb, and we just got to get ready to head down there and get into our district schedule here a little bit.
Coach, that half-court trap they used on you kind of seemed to throw your team just a little bit there when they first broke it out, but then after that you got to handle it a little bit better.
Well, we talk about it and we go over it, but we're just, dead again, and we're supposed to have people flashing, coming to the ball, and then turn and attack, and we're standing and watching the game, and you can't do that, You've got to be on your game mentally and be ready to go, and we just weren't. And now we tried, but you when you come out mentally stagnant and you're not ready to go, it's just hard to get it in gear like you need to. And the four main guys we got, they've got to be workhorses. I mean, they've got to be, I've told them before, you got to be some tough Monganis because they're going to have to play a lot of minutes and they're going to have to be really, really tough. So. I thought Chase Rich came in, did a pretty good job for us, and and Jonathan Hedges came in and did all right, for a few minutes. But those four are going to have to carry the brunt of the load, and it's going to all come down on their shoulders.
Coach, when you have back-to-back games like this last night and tonight too, not having that deep bench hurts a lot.
It does. It catches up to you. We're just a step slow and lack of patience. We were just, when you get mentally fatigued and you're not going to work as hard offensively, and a couple passes and heck, somebody shoot it, and that's what will get you beat. You've got to have mental focus offensively, mental focus defensively. So, like I said, it's I think our guys tried, they gave it an effort, but. It's got to be 4 quarters from the start, and they got to be mentally ready to go and mentally ready to do it from the start. So.
Coach, Friday night you got a team, probably one of the biggest, most physical teams in your district in DeKalb County. They're coming in with some size.
Yeah, they got a couple big post players inside, and they've got a crew of kids that they're playing on the perimeter that that play hard and hustle, and again they play well at home, and we're going down to their place, so we're going to have to be ready to play when we go down there Friday night, and we're going to, have our game face on, and we're going to be mentally prepared to play and get after it and play like we're capable of playing.
And, of course, it is your first road game of the season.
Yeah. We had a good home stretch here, and so it'll be our first road test, and, we've got to get ready for it.
Coach, we want to thank you for joining us. A tough loss here tonight. Best of luck as you head over to the cab.
All right, thank you, Gary.
And that was Coach Russell Tays, whose boys came up on the short end tonight of the final here against Cookeville. But they've got to get ready now. They got DeKalb County coming up on Friday. Well, it's time now for our Hall's Family Pharmacy Player of the Game. We'll have this word, and then we'll be back with our Player of the Game.
If you live in the 12
Hello, this is Philip Hall with Hall Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors. We are proud to sponsor this broadcast Player of the Game. Be a part of the winning team. Hall's is proud to be this area's #1 pharmacy, and now you may visit our expansion in downtown Jamestown for all things sports and outdoors and a complete line of sports medicine equipment.
And our Hall's Family Pharmacy Player of the Game in the girls' contest, we go with what might be a little bit, a bit of a change from what we normally have. Well, actually, not really. It's going to go with Haley Johnson. Haley Johnson had 19 tonight, and another good game by her kept her team in the game. While she is our girls' player of the game, and our boys' player of the game goes to Roger Meadows. Put up 27 tonight in a losing effort, but a good game by Roger. Just cutting up a little bit short. Well, that's going to do it for us. Stick around. We got back to Great American Country here in just a moment. Don't forget, coming up Friday night, we'll be out at Clark Range as the Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes host the Clay County Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs in District 6A action. Till then, for 15104 Sports, I want to thank Lydia on camera 1, and this game will be shown on Sunday at 2 o'clock until Friday night. I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game.